for the classic beer run. What a great way to start a Friday. Hello to all the ships at sea and everybody here at the U.S. of A.
Why don't you let Josh talk?
The way you can still breathe. It's awfully cold. Josh with the introductions. Thank you very much.
It is very...
Check local listing.
no matter what it is, where you're at, it's Friday, I'll tell you that.
And it's warm in here, isn't it, baby?
It sure is. It's getting hotter because Christy Lee's at the news desk.
Thanks.
Pat Godwin sipping on a little early morning Joe.
Is your password still human panties? I'm talking to Josh.
It is, and there are some numbers after Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold's here.
Hey, buddy.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. And there's, my gosh, Captain Tom Griswold.
Oh, thank you very much. I was just mentioning the fact that apparently certain parts of the United States are going to have stellar temperatures. As in, if you're on your way to a star, it's going to be freezing out there in the space. It's going to be really cold in certain parts of the East Coast. So warm up. We do have a Groundhog Day update from Canada.
Oh, yeah? They have their own?
Well, they were supposed to.
Kind of went wrong.
Yeah.
We'll be hearing about that. Also, many other exciting things going on in the world and in the world of news. We're about to have our first state that's going to have its own official aroma.
Yep.
Glad to see that the legislature is busy working on some of the real problems we have. But they're going to have a state aroma, apparently. We'll be finding out about that coming up today. Also, we do have an exciting story from the world of dogs.
Okay.
It's very exciting. It's a double world record. We have some interesting news from the world of sports. Mel Gibson accused of murder.
Murder.
But not that Mel Gibson.
You never know.
See, the headline catches your eye, and you're thinking, well, yeah, maybe.
Have you been here a long time?
Yeah, I've been here a long time.
Yeah. I'm just wondering.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, because this Mel Gibson story it's a fabulous story, but you left out like half the information, so I'm a little confused.
Oh, well, it's not the Mel Gibson, so it really isn't worth pursuing.
Okay, all right.
It does involve...
urination.
Yeah, there you go. It's got that going.
Okay.
We have two different pizza stories today that are very exciting, and I found out about something I was not aware of, which is just around the corner. It will be, ladies and gentlemen, National Pizza Day.
I quit doing those days because you got so upset about it.
Well, it's because they're dumb, but National Pizza Day is a good one.
I think yesterday was National Pork Sausage Day or
No,
something.
yesterday
Nothing wrong
was
with that.
Groundhog Day.
Well, there
no
are
matter what
other
you make the
days.
sausage out of.
The sausage is made of.
We'll find out. National Pizza Day just around the corner, I assume.
Now, you know ahead of time. You know the date, so we're going to,
Have pizza? Is that what you're saying?
Do you think National Pork Sausage Day falls on Groundhog Day because it's groundhog? Is there a chance they did that on purpose?
It was either yesterday or the day before. I might be wrong, but
Because the fact that they made it pork sausage as opposed to
it might be just National
turkey sausage or just plain sausage. They really emphasized the pork.
Pat Godwin is in the other room behind the glass over there. Hey, Pat, how's it going?
Going good. A little cold this morning. Trying to warm up.
Okay. Are you tuned up?
All tuned up, yeah.
Okay. So we can get a song out of use in other words. Did I say a song out of use?
I love it.
Wow.
Yeah, start talking.
Are you from Pittsburgh?
From my neck of the woods, hey, Tommy.
Now, it's my understanding that a certain Miss Christy Lee went to Costco just the other day.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan.
This is a new song from Pat that I really enjoy. I am not a member of Costco. I think I have to have someone recommend me to get in. Is that correct?
You can go with me as guest if you'd like. You can use my card.
It's not a country club.
It used to be that somebody had to recommend you to those things. Now you don't.
No.
Okay, I think I'll join after hearing about all the bargains. I was in there once with someone else, and I did, on my way out the door, I bought a pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses. They had them right there on the thing where you check out.
How about that?
It's very exciting. But, Pat, now Costco's got everything, right?
They do indeed.
But the whole trick to it is you're supposed to buy in bulk.
Yeah.
Okay, and you wrote a song about your adventure there?
My experience,
okay,
yeah.
He's
a real Costco man, sitting in his minivan, making all his shopping plans for Saturday. Doesn't have a single single clue. Who needs this much super glue? Buying in bulk for his family. Costco man buys pliers, bacon, milk, and tires. Costco man, it's time to renew your membership plan. He's as cheap as he can be. Samples meant his lunch was free. Costco man ate free sausage and cheese balls. Who needs this many oversized cans? Nobody. Who needs this much peanut butter? Nobody.
What did you stock up on, Pat, when you were at Costco?
Like tissue paper and toilet paper. All that.
I love doing that at Costco.
Yeah.
Get all your toiletries.
Yep.
Almond butter, believe it or not.
Oh, the almond. I love that band. the almond butter band.
Why doesn't somebody do that?
Tied to the miracle whipping post. There's a joke there somewhere. We'll work on that. Mr. Chick McGee taking the day off today. We will talk with the Chickster again on Monday. And Christy's going to be doing a little vacation.
Yeah, I'm off next week.
So we will be...
I'm not going to New York City.
Well, New York's always fun. It's just going to be quite
It's going to be cold.
Speaking of New York City, we do have a Derek Jeter news story. Quite exciting.
See the swag bag guy?
Allegedly.
Okay.
You want to explain what that means?
That meant that after a night of love making, no, I'm being nice, he would send the ladies home with a bag full of goodies. Probably, I don't know,
The T-shirt.
a nice hat, T-shirt, coffee mug.
Wasn't there also a nice pen so the nice lady could sign a nice NDA?
NDA,
Yeah.
probably,
Wasn't that
yeah.
also in there, I believe?
Non-disclosure.
And the rumor is when you were dealing with him, you had to choke up, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Same with DiMaggio.
You love weird facts.
I know, right?
Well, I mean, facts are facts. These things get out.
And boy, are they hard to
baseball
put back
players.
in.
Baseball players are just grown up little boys. So this is just a sort of topic that they're going to be.
You don't hear much
embracing.
about Jeter, which is cool. You know, retired, laid low, but
Did he get married?
I don't know.
Oh.
So I'm interested to see what he's up to.
Well, we're going to find out. He was in the Tonight Show talking about something rather unusual that he did back in the playing days, and I think you'll find it fascinating.
The
Once again,
stories.
two totally legit pizza stories in the news. One of them, it's one of these great ideas, and you go, God, why didn't I think of that? It's about getting hot pizza
Yeah, I was
to
with
people's
you.
houses
Like,
quicker.
man, that's smart.
Yeah, it's a great idea. We'll get to that. And also we have sandwich news. This sounds like all we're doing is food. We have the opposite end of that. We have another burglar. Well, what do I word?
Making himself at home?
Yeah, a dump and run.
Oh,
Really?
Man. Another one. This is the third one in 10 days. We have...
that we know of.
yeah, well, then we never got to our second onion story.
I got it. Believe me, if there were another one, he'd find it. The dump and run story, yeah.
We have an update on that radioactive capsule that was lost on a highway in Australia.
Size of a pea. Think about that.
They had to find it, and it was like an 800-mile stretch
Yes.
of road or something insane. That's all coming up. And some good doggy news. Right now, I want to spread a little bit of news about HelloFresh. HelloFresh have been talking about them for years, and they are really making some cool changes. In fact, they've even got a new code word. It's BT Show 65. Let's see, how can I have you remember that? Oh, like the great album, Beatles 65. But remember 65 because it's 65% off plus free shipping at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 65. Now, HelloFresh does the shopping for you. So they go to the grocery store and they get the freshest stuff available and they ship it to you. Now, what's the real key to this? They also measure it and provide the recipe. So you put that stuff together to make tremendous restaurant quality food. And whatever your food lifestyle might be, they've got it for you, including special fit and whole wholesome food, family-friendly stuff, low-carb or low-cal or even vegan. And the box arrives, and you put it together. They give you cards with very specific instructions. So if you don't know a pomegranate from a pepperoni, you can still put it together. And once again, these are curated by expert chefs. So you're getting delicious food, including organic chicken or organic ground beef. Willie, what do you got over there?
One of my favorites, the pork sausage and shingled potatoes with broccoli and balsamic glaze. HelloFresh sends you 6 ingredients. Put those together in 4 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you have this delicious sheet pan meal that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
And one of the keys to HelloFresh is how much fun it is. It's a lot of fun. I like to do it with my kids.
Yeah.
They learn about cooking, or Josh, perfect for date night. That's right. I mean, and you can, I'm sure you would pull your little stunts. Have you seen the cucumber? It looks like this. That's just
Little
unnecessary.
stunts.
HelloFresh.com/BT Show 65. A staggering 65% off plus free shipping. You're going to save money because they buy in bulk. Don't forget the pork and bean burritos or their falafel power bowls. That's all coming up at BT Show 65 at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 65. Also coming up, we have lots of cool food in the news. We have another incredibly dumb thing from, of all things, the internet. This time it's called the Tranquilizer Challenge.
I like it.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay.
Parents, pay attention. There's more idiocy coming down the internet pike. And when they thought of the internet, they thought this is going to be really good and this is going to save the world. No, it's going to ruin the world. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Jeff Oskey on the way on a Friday with the news we failed to mention. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, Friday, February 3rd. Everything in motion today. Christy Lee at the news desk. Chick McGee, of course, covering sports for us this morning. There is Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair. Willie Griswold, Ace Cosby running the board. And, of course, Pat Godwin in the performance room with his guitar. He'll have a song for us this morning as well as we roll through this Friday together. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The mayor of the capital of Texas acknowledging the frustration of residents shivering for more than a day without power during a winter storm. Austin Mayor Kirk Watson said the duration of the icy storm that has plagued the area since Tuesday has made it challenging to restore power in Texas. The storm blamed for at least 10 deaths across much of the southern United States. Things are starting to warm up, but a wave of cold is forecast to target New England with the coldest weather in decades. Wind chills could plunge to 50 degrees below zero or even lower, so bundle up in the Northeast. To some warmer news, it's been 6 years since Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band embarked on a major tour. Judging by the first show Wednesday night in Tampa, Florida, you'd never know it. The boss and his band served notice. They are back, baby. At just under 3 hours, it wasn't quite one of the marathon performances the 73-year-old Springsteen's best known for, but kicking off with No Surrender and finishing it with a solo acoustic, I'll See You in My Dreams. Springsteen in fine voice, his big band matched his energy. 19 musicians on the stage at various points during the show. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band back out on tour. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
I got this new venture. It's called Say It to My Face.
Oh,
pretty good.
Cool.
Hey, Josh, let's say someone talks smack about you on Facebook and Twitter.
Sure.
And the first thing you do is you'd call me, then I go to their house. And when they answer the door, I'll just yell, "Say it to my face." And then I'll jack them with a blood dart right to the larynx. And Christy, you and your ladies don't got to worry either, because I got you covered too. See, my friend Tasha and I are launching an all-female company called Oh, No, You Didn't. Pretty good. Well, it's hard to spell it on the radio, but in print, it's badass. It's all hymenated.
Hymenated?
Yep. So the next time some chick, calls another chick an obese whale when you post your porta potty selfie on Instagrams, just give me and Tasha a call. She'll go to that chick's house and slap the spit out of her while screaming, "Oh, no, you didn't."
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Tom, when you write 4, the number, do you connect the top, like in that point, or do you leave it open?
I do connect the top, and I don't know how that started.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't. But I always wanted to.
Yeah, there's my 4.
Then it looks too
Oh, yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah, it looks too much like a 9.
Looks like a triangle with a...
That's a 9. You can see the difference.
That is clearly 49. Yeah, that is not, no one would mistake that for 44.
Oh, or 99 or 94. What's going on?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, that was a good flight.
Yeah, it was. Nicoterm. That's the name of it.
Nicoterm? What's that?
It's a patch.
It's a patch?
Yeah, it helps you quit smoking. My doctor gave it to me.
Nicoterm's a patch?
Yeah, Nicoterm it's a patch.
A patch?
A patch.
Some kind of patch?
Yes, it's a patch, like you put on your arm.
Nicoterm is a patch?
Oh, I'll be damned. Yes, it's a patch! 2 days later, different flight, same airport.
What do you mean a patch?
It's a patch.
You mean like a cabbage patch?
No.
Like a briar patch?
No.
Like a patch of pirate wear?
No.
You mean like a patchwork quilt?
No.
You mean like a Clarence Carter set patches?
Why can't you understand this? It's a patch your doctor gives you that you wear on your arm.
What do you mean arm?
2 days later, same airport, yet another flight.
Now, let me get this straight. Nicoterm is a...
Nicoterm, guaranteed to help you quit smoking.
I think it's a patch.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
Yeah. Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now.
Hey, man, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about that man with 13 inches of pork.
Yeah, 13 and a half.
Crazy. You guys know Jamie Vickers? You know, drummer for Velvet Donger?
No.
He was uncut, too, and he could hide just about anything.
Really? Did that affect the taste, Donnie?
Hi, man, this is Donnie Biker.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Josh.
Pat Godwin in the music laboratory.
Hello, Josh.
There's Ace Cosby.
Joshy.
Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
Chick McGee out today. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And there's Tom.
Sorry, just doing a little bit of maintenance over here.
Yes, I'm shuffling around some papers.
I got to do a...
Shaking sweeteners.
Yeah.
I may have spilled some sweetener over here.
Oh, boy.
You spilled sweetener? So it just looks like you have a massive cocaine spill somewhere in your office?
So hang on a second.
Here comes the air.
Now we've all got sweetener on our desk.
No, just as long as it's out of my area. Okay, I love that.
Bump the mic.
Have you noticed that these things, when you these computer cleaner duster things, when you pull the trigger, they get ice cold very quickly?
Because it's Freon.
I don't care how much it costs.
Is this true, Tom? We just got an email here about your sweetener.
And was that?
Mike, he likes to watch on YouTube. He says it's dawned on him that Tom pours so much sweetener into his drink, his stir stick will stand up by itself in the sludge in the bottom of the cup.
It's like the Dead Sea.
It does. And then
I never noticed that.
Mike goes on to say he then spoons the sweetener sludge out and eats it.
Yeah.
It's the foam.
Do you really?
It's the foam. Look,
Oh.
see, it does stand up.
Can that be healthy at all?
No, it's not healthy.
He signs it a concerned listener.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the foam actually that does that. But thank you for the concern.
Well, here's the thing. When you go in with concern, my dad gets very dismissive. He pushes you away. He says his doctor or his lawyer said it's fine. You can't go in with concern. If you want to get to him, you need to make it funny. So that's a pretty good start, I think.
Okay, well, now we have Christy Lee at the news desk. Willie G is sitting in at the sports desk. Any quick sports highlights over there?
Yeah, sure. Patrick Mahomes strolled through the Arrowhead.
Willie. Who?
Patrick Mahomes.
My man.
I thought that my mic was off or something. All right, here we go.
I have an idea. Has anybody done this yet? They probably have. It's so obvious.
Done this yet.
Yeah. Has anyone had a commercial with Patrick Mahomes as Sherlock Mahomes with the hat and the pipe?
I don't think so.
You know what? I usually don't like your ideas like that. That's the funniest thing I've heard in weeks.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Sherlock Mahomes. And he's got that, what is that hat called? The
What is that hat
I don't know what the
I don't either. Sure, I know what it is, but...
And then
it's awesome.
What is it? A meerschaum pipe? I don't know. It's the pipe that kind of
the giant bell there.
Yeah. And then he'd be investigating something for some product. Anyway, there. It's free idea. Take it. Go ahead. What did Mr. Mahomes do?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, man.
Strolled through Arrowhead Stadium without any issues with his injured right ankle on Thursday, and the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback expects to practice fully in the next 10 days leading up to the Super Bowl. The injury news was not quite as clear-cut for other Chiefs leading up to the game against the Eagles. Wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster and Kadarius Toney did not practice Thursday, while Mecole Hardman is likely out for the Super Bowl with his pelvis injury.
Hardman, pelvis. I see what you're doing. Behave.
Sexy words over here.
Sexy sports.
Elvis the pelvis. They used to call him there for a while.
Yes, that's right.
Because he was pumping away, which was unheard of at the time.
Oh, shocking, wasn't it?
Oh, air pumps, the old hip.
A lot of pearl clutching when...
Cameras from the waist up.
I think the cameras from the waist up, I think that's apocryphal.
Really?
I don't think that's one of those things. I don't think that ever happened.
It seemed like that would be the perfect cure for that.
I'm not sure. I
thought Ed Sullivan did that.
That's the
I thought he did
story,
too.
but I don't know.
Boy. Yeah, you'd think Ed Sullivan probably learned something after he asked the Doors not to say something.
Yeah, couldn't get much higher.
He essentially shouts it into the microphone.
Yeah, don't say higher.
That Jim.
yeah.
And he was probably sober, which is amazing.
Right.
That very rarely happened. What else is happening in sports?
Well, going to Philly, Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts is ready for a big matchup in the Super Bowl. The Eagles can win their second Super Bowl in franchise history with a win over the Kansas City Chiefs. Hurts and Chiefs quarterback Pat Mahomes are both Texas natives. They are both NFL MVP candidates, and it will be the first time two black quarterbacks have faced each other in a Super Bowl. The Chiefs beat the Eagles in October 2021 when Hurts threw for 387 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mahomes threw for 5. Fun matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
It should be good. And you're going out to Phoenix next week.
Yes.
And you're going to meet Kostaki there. Mm-hmm. And we're hoping Frank Caliendo.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Frank lives in Phoenix.
Yeah. I don't know why he wouldn't go by.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be joining us for a little bit of fun. Frank, the great comedian. Certainly looking forward to that. I'm not sure what day is the Radio Row thing.
I think it's Thursday and Friday, maybe Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see.
It'll be... What time zone is...
They're mountain, I believe, aren't they?
I thought, isn't Arizona the state that doesn't change?
They don't have daylight savings.
They don't have daylight savings? Okay, so that confuses everything.
So I'll be calling in. I'm waking up at like 3 a.m. to call you guys around 8 a.m. our
You guys
time,
will, then you'll tape a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to have Noah there doing some cool video.
Yep.
Well, that'll be fun. If you have any great questions you want the boys...
Good meeting, guys.
Just let them go.
Yeah, we're doing the meeting Monday at noon.
Hang on a second.
If you want to get in on that, that'll be good.
Hang on a second, Willie. Josh, it's a long show.
They're on Mountain Standard Time right now, so they're 2 hours behind us.
Cool.
Check local listings, but yeah.
Okay.
They had the Pro Bowl dodgeball game last night.
Is that right?
What? How'd I miss that?
Could we get a list of people who watch that and prevent them from voting in our next election?
Pro Bowl dodgeball?
Yeah, they're not playing a regular game. They're doing a flag football game Sunday. But up till then, they had the dodgeball last night.
Well, who won?
The AFC thought they won.
The bank.
Yeah. Wait, there was a
controversial ending. I saw the highlight this morning.
A controversial ending?
The AFC thought they won.
Because who's that Giants running back you like?
Saquon Barkley?
He got hit right here. They said it was a headshot, so the NFC won.
They got moonlighted?
Yeah.
Wow.
God, if you're that bored, really find a tall building and jump, will you? God. Jeez.
What are they doing tonight? If they did dodgeball last night, they already blew their wad.
I think it's skills challenge.
Skills challenge.
Yeah, they're going to try how much poontang they can pick up.
Who wouldn't watch
Well,
that?
I'd watch that.
How much poontang they can pick up?
That would be good TV. Hey, baby.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Guess what I do for a living?
I make $23 million a year.
Yeah.
It sure is humid in my panties. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, well, the Pro Bowl always was idiotic. You've got these mega $1 million players who have spent their whole lives getting ready for their very dangerous and important work, and now you're just throwing them out there for some silly game that doesn't count.
I think back in the old days, there was
back in the old
trip
days,
to Hawaii, and
yeah, they didn't pay him anything.
they didn't pay him anything. Yeah, it was kind of like a bonus.
You have to remember these guys. The average career is what, 2.5 years?
Something like that.
So for the average guy that's worked all his life to be there, they need to get the money now and save it, or else.
Is it in Vegas this year?
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like a bit of a risk?
And for the flag football game, the Manning brothers are the coaches.
God, I'm with Willie on this one. Let's see now. Why don't we have it in Vegas? Nothing can go wrong now.
Well, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas. So,
yeah, except for herpes and domestic violence.
Oh, my gosh.
Herpes was fun.
Oh, then the NFL fits right in.
No, I'm with you, Willie. Yeah, back in the day, it was at least cool because they were in Hawaii.
Yeah,
I can remember some of the players I know saying, yeah, this is great. My wife's really excited because we get a free trip to Hawaii.
Sure. That was, like I said, it was like a bonus for them.
Yeah, I just...
Now it's...
You know what sounds great after dodgeball? If I've got $5 million in the bank and all my buddies are here.
What?
Whatever the hell I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink all I want. I'm going to smoke all I want. I'm going to gamble as much as I want. Get into trouble, man.
Is pot legal in Vegas?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Remember they ran out in like day one?
Wow.
But, yeah, the pot rules are so strange everywhere. For example, this, once again, I may come off as being slightly less pretentious. No, it'll be more pretentious than normal. Recently, I was at a beautiful ski resort in Colorado, and they don't sell, they don't have what do they call them? The dispensaries.
Right.
They don't have them in, like, Vail or Beaver Creek. You've got to go to... But I wonder, do they have them in the casinos in Vegas?
I'd imagine they're off the strip.
Probably not.
Probably off the strip, yeah.
I'm wondering, I mean, I'm sure they've done research. I have no idea. I'm just asking this question. Do people who are stoned, do they tend to lose more money while gambling, or do they take too long?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure that the casinos, I'm sure they have a whole thing about that. And I know you can smoke. Last time I was in Vegas, I was so stunned that people were actually smoking inside the building.
Sure.
But I wonder if you can smoke pot in the building or in the room. Can you smoke
I
in
doubt
the
you
rooms?
can smoke pot.
Yeah, I'd imagine you can't smoke in the rooms or on the casino floor.
I have to go outside.
Boy, you'd think if they legalized something like that, they would have 2 or 3 floors designated for smoking pot.
Yeah.
What? I mean, yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny?
Or be the first hotel to do
wouldn't
that.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was an airline? Remember back in the day, would you like smoking or non-smoking? And the thing lights up with a marijuana leaf above your head. Ding! And the pilot comes over. All right, for those of you that are smoking pot today, feel free to fire up a doobie. Just try not to have too much of it leak up front into the cabin. This happened to me last week. We landed in the wrong city.
I mean, I can't have pot fumes coming up here with all I've already drank.
Now,
I like that the pilot uses the term "fire up a doobie."
Yeah,
this is no. I got to be careful how I tell this story.
All pilots are drunk?
No, not at all. I love my pilots. That was Josh Arnold.
No, Josh, just the Irish ones.
I love everything about American airline. All these airlines are the best. I just had 2 great flights last week. I love my flyboys and the ladies and the men and everybody who's flying. No, but a friend of mine was involved in an incident. I've got to be very careful how I tell this story. It involved a private plane.
Yeah.
And they apparently someone may or may not have been smoking a lot of pot in the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And it was apparently what's the word I'm looking for?
It's one circulation system.
Yes, the air system for the aircraft. And there was some concern that the secondhand smoke would be getting the pilots intoxicated, whatever the word would be.
So what did Ron White's pilot do? I mean, What did your friend's pilot do?
How did Ron handle it?
Sounds very stressful.
Did they put on their oxygen masks, maybe?
I don't know. I think there'd be a pretty solid reason to have that illegal.
Yeah.
Because, the gin and tonics being consumed in the back aren't going to slide under the door and get the pilots high. No, I love air travel, and I'm very happy with it, and I know that there's been a lot of problems lately, but that's because when it's freezing outside, it's a miracle that you can just get on the tarmac. Oh, they're de-icing the plane. What? It's pretty complicated out there, so you keep it up. You keep flying. So anyway, back to our meeting. So, Willie, you're going to Phoenix. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Going to go in Phoenix. Going to eat a lot of food with green chili, I'd imagine.
Yum.
I got a tip for you.
Go ahead.
First time I went to Phoenix, I didn't know much about it. And at the time, I was running all the time. And, of course, my body clock, I'd be getting up at super early anyway, like I do here. But out there, I was getting up really early. So I decided to go for my run in the dark. And the place we were staying, I was there for some meetings, was on a golf course.
Yeah.
You ever heard this story?
It's a nice place to run, right?
Well, yeah, because they've got those cart pads.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I'm out there running, and I hear this.
That's not good.
Oh, the sprinklers?
No?
No, the rattlesnakes that like to.
Fastest you've run in years.
They like to lie down in the nice warm cart paths at night. I didn't run anymore.
Yeah.
Then I took you guys out there. I don't know if you remember this. We went to a water park out there.
All I remember about this trip is at one point I put gum in my sister Lucy's hair, and she just kicked my ass. You know that when you're a kid and a girl is still bigger than you, and she just gave me the
Was
business.
it on purpose that you put the gum in
Oh,
there?
yeah, I was being a rascal.
Okay,
I was being a little brat. I was being a jerk. But yeah, she gave it to me.
It was summertime, and we went to a water park.
Oh, hot.
And I didn't have any flip flops, and I didn't realize that the concrete gets to be like 150 degrees.
Yeah.
You go to get a hot dog, and they're frying it on the. Yeah, that was a very, very hot. In any event, we'll look forward to hearing from Willie, and maybe Mr. Frank Caliendo and Kostaki out at the pre-Super Bowl festivities.
Glendale, Arizona.
Next week. Now, coming up, speaking of fires, we have the trail of onions.
Yep.
The trailer full of onions that caught on fire.
Yep.
In the news. We had a cool onion story yesterday.
About the onion bouquet?
Yeah. Did you remember this one?
Yeah, the lady in the Philippines who decided to use onions instead of traditional flowers. So she made onion bouquet for her. Weighed 30 pounds, and it's like these. I looked at it. They're kind of like purple onions, about the size of maybe a Super Bowl. Do you remember what those? You know about this
golf
big,
ball, a little bigger.
Yeah, and they were all strung together. And then she also used them for the boutonnieres and for the bridesmaids carried these wreaths.
Oh, there wasn't a dry eye in the place.
It was pretty bizarre.
It actually looks really pretty.
It did look pretty, but it was kind of.
And I'm sure after the party, after all the dancing, the post-wedding fajitas were just tremendous.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got a big
that was essentially her point.
Yeah, she gave everybody onions as a gift.
And, there were no vampires at the wedding reception. No. So there are many great reasons.
That's garlic.
It's garlic, sorry.
No wonder it didn't work.
You know what?
Vampires like onions? They
love onions.
Yeah.
They hate garlic, though.
But if vampires, if they couldn't get Philly cheesesteaks, if they couldn't get French onion soup, if that's a part of the lore, I like vampires a little more.
Since it's all fake, we could kind of make up whatever we want, right?
Oh, fake?
Fake? What are you talking about?
Boy, oh boy, what are you
Boy,
nuts?
you watch a lot of TV.
They're not even in bed yet. They're listening still.
Yeah, the sun's not up everywhere.
And just before bedtime, too, Tommy. How cruel.
Onions.
Josh, you don't know this, but I used to be a vampire hunter.
I didn't know that.
First day, great. First night, scary.
I bet.
Ace, you are such a man of mystery that when you said you were a vampire hunter, I completely believed you.
Sure.
I was on board right away.
Now, Josh, you watch all those ghost shows, right?
I watch, not all, no. I watch Ghost Adventures. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one there's always some sound out there?
Sure.
Well, they have very compelling evidence via EVPs and...
What's EVP?
Electronic voice phenomenon.
Oh, I see. In other words,
They talk through a machine. It's amazing. Ghosts
in
do.
other words, they've got an intern down the hall with a couple
I
of
am
chains
the production assistant.
shaking it.
You're not supposed to say you're the production.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I'm the ghost.
Guys, I've got a suggestion for you. If you want to be a vampire of love, when the lights go down, when the lights go down, so will you. Wait a minute. This isn't the point I'm trying to get to is Valentine's Day is around the corner. I can solve all of your Valentine's Day problems today here in the show. First off, the naturally nude pajamas from Pajamagram. Christy Lee was talking about these off the air a few weeks ago, and we got on board with it. They're called naturally nude pajamas. They feel like her soft skin. They come in a variety of colors. And tell me more, Christy.
Oh, my gosh. They're more alluring than lingerie. And ladies, you're going to love the way they feel against your skin. And guys are going to love the way they feel on your ladies. Leave nothing to the imagination this year with naturally nude pajamas. I have never, since I have worked here, received more emails about a product than I have about the naturally nude pajamas following the holiday season.
And please, when you send Christy those letters, please, ladies, more photographs. You're not really naked, but
but they're so nice.
Now, here's the great thing about this. First of all, last year we did this; they ran out of them. So do it right now, and knock 25% off by using the code word nude. We're making this super easy. Naturally nude pajamas. Pajamagram. By the way, they've got all kinds of cool pajamas, not just the naturally nude ones, but that's what we're talking about right now. So if you missed out at Christmas, get them right now. And here's another cool thing, fellas and ladies. Gift wrapped. Free. That's right. Free gift wrapping. So you're good to go. You get the box, open it up, boom. Here you go, baby. Pajamagram.com is the place. The code word is nude. N-U-D-E. Nude. Save 25%. Naturally nude pajamas. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That'll be very helpful. Coming up, we have a great pizza news. Also, something very interesting in the world of ice.
Ice.
It's new ice blood.
Baby. Ice blood.
Ice blood.
Ice baby.
Speaking of vampires, I'd like a Bloody Mary with real blood. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Here we go. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Yeah. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Couple of frat guys from Abilene drove out all night to see Robert Earl Keen at the K-Pig Swine and Soiree dance. They wore baseball caps and khaki pants. They wanted cigs, so to save some money, they got one off a hippie that smelled kind of funny. Next thing they knew, they were both really hungry and pretty thirsty, too. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. They found a store with the sign said their beer was coldest. They sent in Brad because he looked the oldest. He got a case of beer and a candy bar. Walked over to where all them registers are, laid his fake ID on the countertop. Clerk looked, he turned, he looked back up, he stopped. He said, "Kid, I'm not going to call the cops, but I'm going to have to keep this card." The guys both took it pretty hard. Sing it if you know it, even in your car. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. All you need is a 10 and a 5-er, car key and a sober driver. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. Met this other old hippie named Sleepy John. He said he was the guy from the Robert Earl Keen song, so they gave him their cash. He bought him some brews. It was a beautiful day out in Santa Cruz. They were feeling so good, should have been a crime. The crowd was cool and the band was prime. They made it back up front to their seats just in time to sing with all their friends. The road goes on forever and the party never ends. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N, beer
tea known as ayahuasca. Organizers and their legal advisors argue a 2006 Supreme Court ruling protects them from prosecution, and participants say they're taking part in a religious service. Some experts raise questions that the benefits of ayahuasca haven't been well studied. Many who attend the ceremonies, which can last for days, argue their experience on the illegal substance brings them closer to God than they ever felt at a traditional religious service. Whether looking for love or a casual encounter, 3 in 10 U.S. adults say they have used a dating site or app. New research from the Pew Research Center says that for the under 35 set, more than half used the platforms. The overall number is unchanged since 2019, the last time the center took a look at online dating. Asked to choose among 4 potential reasons why they do it, 44% of current or recent users said finding a long-term partner was their goal. 40% wanted to date casually, 24% in search of casual sex, and 22% just looking for a new friend. And a whale that washed ashore in Hawaii over the weekend likely died in part because it ate large volumes of fishing traps, fishing nets, plastic bags, and other marine debris. The whale's death highlights the threat to wildlife from the millions of tons of plastic that ends up in the oceans every year. The animal's body was first noticed on a reef off of Kauai on Friday. High tide brought it ashore the next day. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to soul.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Right now, we've got Bert Chalice as our guest. Did you drive here from?
Yeah, I drove over and no longer driving my Yugo. You know, I had
got rid of it?
Yeah, I got a Yugo for a while because I bought a Yugo because I had the coupon.
Sure.
And it's not much of a car. You turn up the radio, the car stalls. No rear view mirror because nothing will be behind you. Believe me. You can actually tick off the Amish people. They go by and bullwhip you.
Sorry, they don't have horns.
I got places to go. I don't know if you know this or not. If you ever get behind the Amish, those horse-drawn carriages, they usually have that orange triangle sign on the back. I found out if you fire a softball and hit that sign, you dunk the driver. You just lose him. It's a great little highway thing to do.
That's a nice little trick.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hey, guys, it's Eli.
Hey,
oh,
hi.
Hey, Eli. You nailed it, Patty. It's about as low as it gets. You know what, Eli? You're just feeling sorry for yourself. Look, I was thinking, there's no need to get down. I mean, just because you're grounded at work don't mean you can't gain yards. I've got a fresh, hot Papa John's pizza you could run by the house. God knows you wouldn't want to try to pass it. You'd probably get picked off by the mailman. Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Home again.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Did I scare ya?
Yeah.
Scared myself. Christy Lee, you never scare me except
Today with no makeup,
with,
probably.
how much my heart beats for you.
Oh,
it makes me nervous.
Wow.
Boy, you can smell crap a mile away.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
I've been duped by the best.
Hey, Josh. And now the worst. Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Willie Griswold.
Good morning, buddy.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Chick McGee, not feeling good.
He was sweepy this morning.
Got the day off, having fun.
Serving up a little of his medicine that he gives to you.
He's a sweepy
Here's a headline, Christy.
And there's Tom.
Yes.
Police called out to investigate sound of resident pounding pork. You know how I talk about that meat hammer that I have?
Oh, yeah.
Now, when I refer to my meat hammer, I mean... Thank you, Ace.
You're talking about too much.
It's one of those, it's like a square mallet.
Yeah, we all have
meat
one.
tenderizer.
Meat
And
tenderizer.
then one side of it's flat, the other side has those
They're kind of spiky
medieval spiky things. Yeah. And what I like to do is I'll take shredded wheat, put it in a baggie, and beat it so that when it, in any event, this guy apparently, according to this news story, this happened a couple days ago. The police were called. It turned out that the guy, late at night, this guy was a chef, and he was making sort of a breaded veal cutlet. Oh, here's a picture of it. Do you ever notice breaded veal cutlets look like the Elephant Man's face? You know, like you ever hold one up and
I haven't looked at a veal cutlet before. Have you? I've never cooked veal in my life.
Like a schnitzel thing?
Yeah, like a schnitzel, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, whenever I get one, I hold it up to my face and go, I am not an animal.
Boy, dining with you is a treat, isn't it?
Brings the house down like a John Merrick impression.
Anyway, the police said this guy was literally tenderizing some pork. So the fact that the headline writer decided to write the sound of a resident pounding pork late at night. I think they did that deliberately to get people to
It's
read it.
alliterative, pounding pork. There's that P sound. It's a good time.
Yeah, but it does sound good. We have P News coming up, but we return to the sports desk. Willie G sitting in for the Chickster.
All right, you guys. Now, as a sports reporter, it is very important that I bring you my reports of unbiased. All right, and so just keep that in mind throughout this next report.
All right.
LeBron James had 26 points and pulled within 63 points of becoming the NBA's career scoring champ as the Los Angeles Lakers rallied to beat the Indiana Pacers 112-111. James gave Los Angeles its first lead on a three-pointer with 2:35 left in the game. They were winning the whole time, Josh. Pacers look great out there. Fun night for the Pace Show.
Yeah.
Then Anthony Davis, 11-footer from 35.1 seconds left, and that proved the decisive basket.
Don't cry.
It's okay.
James has 38,325
How much did you lose?
points. I lost $25. It's no big deal. I should have taken the points.
Anthony Davis, an 11-footer. He's 11 foot what? How tall is that guy?
But yeah, James is just behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's NBA scoring record of 38,387 points.
Wow. How many behind?
He is 63 points behind.
So he'll get there this season.
Yeah, well, with
he'll
LeBron,
get there in the next few days. So the question is, where will he get there, and will they pull him out of the game?
Well, Saturday they're in New Orleans, and Tuesday they're at home against Oklahoma.
So he'll hit it Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, ideally, yeah. Don't you think you'd want to do it there? Or if you're LeBron, where else would you want to do it?
Well, either Miami or Cleveland.
I would think.
Miami, they're playing the Bucks, and so that could be kind of a nod to Kareem, where he started his career. They're playing the Bucks next Thursday in L.A. So, yeah, it'll happen either against the Pelicans,
would Kareem ideally be there?
Right.
Maybe, I'd imagine. I think he lives in L.A.
He and the Maris family.
And then they're playing the Warriors the Saturday after that, so it'll happen in the next week or so.
No, he can't score 30
he'd have to take his foot
points
off the gas.
It'll happen this season.
All right.
If they blindfolded him, it would still happen this season. He's very good.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Just think how many points he'd have if he had actually decided to play every game.
All the games, yeah.
Instead of, you know what, I've played at this arena before. I'll go ahead and sit this one out.
Yeah, I'm surprised he played in Indiana.
He's an old man, you guys.
Yeah, but people are paying $400 for this to see him.
At his age, he should be playing games at the YMCA, and he shouldn't even be starting. He should be rotating in. He should be a nice six-man, getting, maybe 20 minutes a game.
How old is he?
He's 38, maybe 37, I think.
Sounds right.
Is that like Tom Brady age in relative to basketball?
Yeah,
100%.
I would think, wouldn't it be a lot tougher in basketball?
I would think getting your ass tackled every week would be hard.
I would think running back and forth.
God,
remember the great scene in Airplane where Kareem is playing the pilot?
Yeah.
And he says to the kid, you try.
Yeah, he finally breaks character.
He breaks character, yeah. You try. Go running up and down the court.
Airplane's in the news. Did you see this?
No. Is it being woked out of existence?
No. Well, the makers of the 1980 film Airplane have written a book on the inside story of making the film.
Cool.
Surely You Can't Be Serious will focus on memories of the writing and directing team of David Zucker, Jim Abrams, and Jerry Zucker. They'll discuss things like how they got Peter Graves to play his first comedy role.
Awesome.
And
It's one of
details
the best movies ever made.
and details on that famous jive talk scene. That'll be discussed as well.
I speak jive.
Yes.
And it's Barbara Billingsley
Perfect casting.
from Leave It to Beaver. They would never make that today.
The book comes out October 3rd. Yeah, I thought it'd be interesting.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
I'm a big fan.
That movie.
And
I know you'll
you've
have the
got,
book.
You've got Lloyd Bridges going, I picked the wrong day to quit amphetamine.
I watched that when I was 12, and it was the perfect time of shaping not only my humor, but there's also a great a nude breast scene.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
There
that
is.
thing, I am who I am, and I like who I like because of that scene in that movie.
There you go.
Yeah, and those are natural.
Oh, they're natural. They're shaking,
Heavy-
buddy.
heavy gnats.
A little bit of turbulence. Nothing wrong with that, my friend.
Okay. Now, we have, coming up, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. We're going to get in some requests this morning. If you want to reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We'd love to hear from you on whatever's on your mind. We're happy to say hello and maybe get some classic Bob and Tom stuff on the air. Perhaps a request for Mr. Godwin.
Sure.
Pat's in the other room. He's all tuned up in there. And Patty G is on the road. Now, Pat, your next gig is coming up. This is an odd spot, but everybody loves this.
It's the greatest.
It's the Simplicity Shop in Evansville, Indiana, with Jeff Oskey coming up next Saturday. That's February 11th. And I understand that's a great room.
It's a furniture store, but he has a stage, and it's perfect.
Wow.
Pat Coslet's Furniture, man. He's the best.
It's amazing. It's a great gig.
Well, that'll be cool. Also, Greg Warren will be on the road in Burlington, Iowa. I'm sorry. He's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, coming up this evening at the Olympic Theater. So those are some of our friends who are out there, out and about.
Tom, I'll give you the specific information, but just announced. Josh Arnold, Dubuque, Diamond Joe Casino, April 1st.
Oh,
nice.
and
April
that's
Fool's Day
not
with
an
this
April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to know.
I just announced it.
Don't you have a Dubuque thing coming up?
Yeah, I'm in Dubuque the weekend before, but I'm really excited about Josh Arnold, Dubuque, April 1st.
What's interesting is I'm more excited about you there the week before.
Willie Griswold Comedy Bar, 24th, 25th in Dubuque.
That's right.
Coming up, we have another couple geniuses in the world of burglary. One guy breaks into a place, puts on the guy's clothes, then sets it on fire. There's that one.
Okay.
Then there's another Mad Shatter. We'll find out
We
about
have
that.
world records today, too. A couple of them.
A great world record for dogs. I'm very happy about
All
it.
right.
When we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
This stuff from you. I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, She had her sister does stand-up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand-up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have shoot her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there. And I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me. And he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend, didn't take a picture with my son? Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know. I don't know anything. But he was standing up, and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up, and he shoved me back down in my chair. Uh-oh. And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place, too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me. And left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom, boom. And and he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. You know?
So now, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy Pat, that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt. And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him, and then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, "This ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor."
Oh, that's funny.
Well, I'm glad I asked.
And LeBron James also had 26 points and pulled within 63 points of becoming the NBA's career scoring champion as the LA Lakers rallied to beat the Indiana Pacers 112-111. Elsewhere, New York down Miami 106-104. Cleveland over Memphis 128-113. Chicago Bulls beat Charlotte 114-98. Dallas over New Orleans 111-106. And Denver over Golden State 134-117. Top 25 college hoops. Number 3 Houston gets the win over Wichita State. Also winning number 5 Arizona. Number 9 UCLA beat Washington. Number 12 Gonzaga over Santa Clara. And number 18 St. Mary's beat San Francisco. One upset UAB over number 19 FAU 86-77. That's a look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, the Amish answering machine.
Hello, Graber. Are you there?
Hello, this is Graber. I cannot come to the door right now. I'm picking out my wardrobe for tomorrow. Please leave a message when I yell the word beep. Beep!
Graber, this is Carl. Listen, I have front row seats to a barn raising. Please get back to me. Goodbye.
The Amish Bell answering machine. Batteries, tape, electricity not included.
Graber, listen, I know you're in there. Pick up.
I said beep.
All right. Get back to me. Goodbye.
Amish Bell, leading you into the 19th century.
I said beep.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Well, actually, I'm doing a CNN interview at 10, or else I'd go with him. I'm doing Larry King. First time. I'm very excited. Yeah, I just want him to go, Saskatchewan, hello! Can you turn down the electric blanket? Turn off the fan above the oven. You know what we're going to do, Larry? We're going to try to get your shoulders a little higher. Can you do that? Why are my suspenders so tight? Because they don't go around your Larry, that's why they go. See, if you let them go, the soldiers will do that. You won't look like you look like a vulture in heat. Muncie, hello. Question for the skinhead.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin with his guitar and his organ in hand.
Hey, Josh. Go put your organ back in your pants.
Yeah, please. Ace Cosby with his organ warmly tucked away.
Not in this room, it isn't warm.
There's Willie Griswold.
They call me the organ donor.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Going to be headed to Phoenix next week for all the Super Bowl festivities. I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Chick McGee, we miss you, pal. Come back soon. He's fine. He's just taking a day. And there's Tom Griswold.
Answering a couple of questions that we've raised on the show today. I wanted to know what you call that Sherlock Holmes hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently it's called a deer stalker.
Yes, our friend Drew has written in and told us. Well,
and I brought it up in this context. I was thinking it'd be a fun commercial with Patrick Mahomes to become Sherlock Mahomes.
So you're supposed to wear those hats when you're stalking deer? That seems kind of
I bet it's a hunting cap. It was originally a hunting cap or something.
Yeah, and then Sherlock, of course, has the famous pipe, et cetera, at least in the various things. And didn't Sherlock Holmes just become public domain a few weeks ago?
No kidding.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I forget how that works, but something about the copyright or whatever has washed up. So in any event, let's see if we can get a Patrick Mahomes, a Sherlock Mahomes commercial out there.
I don't think it's going to happen because they're going to be in the writer's room and the guy's going to go, well, we have to get a sidekick, right? We need to get Watson, right? Let's get the very likable Deshaun Watson. Oh, commercial's gone. We're not doing the commercial. Get rid of the commercial. No commercial.
I think you might be right. Is there a pleasant, friendly, famous Watson out there? Tom Watson?
Can't think of
Tom Watson, the golfer?
Emily Watson?
Hey, look, I just asked for famous Watsons. You can't discriminate what category. Is he still alive?
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay, I guess that would nix that idea. Now, we were talking about the movie Airplane because apparently there's going to be a...
Yeah, he's only 73. He's still...
Oh, we can get him out there?
Okay.
This is a little bit of the movie Airplane I mentioned because we were talking about this because LeBron James is about to get the NBA points.
Yeah, he's taking the scoring record from Kareem.
And Kareem, of course, plays a pilot in the original, the great comedy movie Airplane. And there's a terrific scene where he breaks character because the little kid recognizes him. I think this is part of that here.
Wait a minute, I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You play basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm sorry, son, but you must have me confused with someone else. My name is Roger Murdoch. I'm the co-pilot.
You are Kareem. I've seen you play. My dad's got season tickets.
I think you should go back to your seat now, Joey. Right, Clarence?
Oh, he's not bothering anyone.
Creep. All right, but just remember, my name is Roger Murdoch. I'm an airline pilot.
I think you're the greatest, but my dad says you don't work hard enough on defense. And he says that lots of times you don't even run down court. And that you don't really try, except during the playoffs.
The hell I don't. Listen, kid. I've been hearing that crap ever since I was at UCLA. I'm out there busting my buns every night. Tell your old man to drag Walton and Lanier up and down the court for 48 minutes.
Tell your old man.
That is so fantastic. And again, there's going to be a book about the movie Airplane.
Yes, it's coming out October 3rd. It's called, what did I say? Oh, Surely You Can't Be Serious.
Oh, that's going to be... Can't wait. Can't wait. Watch the movie if you've never seen it. It's very, very funny. Now, we were still doing sports with Willie G sitting in for the Chickster.
Yeah, Tom Brady's future figures to be busy. The 7-time Super Bowl winning quarterback's retirement announcement ended speculation about if and where Brady might play next season, opening the door for numerous off-the-field endeavors that could occupy his time. The 45-year-old,
like women,
like eating French fries for the first time in years. The 45-year-old future Hall of Famer who said Wednesday he's retiring for good already has numerous commercial endorsements and an extensive business portfolio that includes the TB12 health and fitness company.
The future Hall of Famer, that seems a bit presumptuous.
Yeah,
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
As someone said yesterday, there's going to be the one holdout. Well, I don't think so.
I think Chick told us
There's never going to be a holdout with Brady.
No, these guys, there's always the one guy.
somebody did the math, and his career is like it's 4 Hall of Famers worth of a career. Does that make sense?
I think that's what Chick said yesterday.
Pretty
yeah.
amazing.
Did you see that Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, wants Tom Brady to sign a one-day contract so he can retire as a Patriot?
That happens quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wonder if he will.
We'll see.
I bet you this
$1 million, Crafty.
I was going to say if he does get a signing bonus, I bet you he's not going to ask for it in Bitcoin this year. Give me cash.
It can only go up, baby. That's why I just pumped 20 grand into it yesterday.
Oh, you're the one guy. You're the one guy that's still trying to get Bitcoin back.
You'll see.
Good luck.
You'll all see.
He's got a foil hat on.
I have a nice upstairs you can live in.
What was the news story you guys had last week? I was driving to the airport and I was listening.
I don't know.
You had a news story about some.
How would we know?
Yeah, wait, no. When you were texting and driving to get jokes on air to Christy?
That was great. That was
yeah,
really
those were
funny.
killer jokes.
They were
Dictated.
killer.
No, you had a story about some.
They were good. Can we do that from now on, actually? Just sit somewhere else?
Can you go sit in the car?
You had a joke about some critter that was regrowing its ass. Do you remember this? It was like some.
Oh, it's like some sea mollusk or something that could.
Oh, yeah, it could grow its anus back?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would regrow its anus. And Christy asked the question, how do you lose your anus? And I texted him, you asked Josh about buying cryptocurrency.
That's right. It's very funny.
Still in black. Thank you very much. I bought the right times. You're all right.
I'm Googling it. No, this is the wrong thing. Oh, this isn't it. This is the other. I Googled the word anus, and I didn't get that story. I got this one.
Who knows?
A recent trend in plastic surgery involves patients, this says, shelling out upwards of $25,000 for so-called anal rejuvenation procedures.
That's nice.
How would you know?
Oh, God.
Actually, they changed it. They gave me a pig's rectum. It's a very nice procedure.
Says doctor, this is... Boy, there's an upset mother out there somewhere.
Every time you fart, it smells like ham?
No, it smells like calamari. It's great.
Doctor,
that's not pig.
It's the rumor. Haven't heard that?
Dr. Evan.
What's going on with that joke?
Dr. Evan Goldstein. This is. Please speak with Dr. Goldstein. He began his career as a cardiothoracic surgeon, but found an opportunity in anal surgery for cosmetic as well as sexual function.
Okay, cosmetic.
I'm reading. This is a legit article. Let me. It says anal Botox and tightening services run between $5,000 and $25,000. Wow. I mean, other physicians provide butt-related niche procedures. Dr. Norman Rowe uses non-invasive radio frequency energy to heat and tighten anal tissues. I hope they use our show. What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Oh, man.
Wow, that is so weird.
Just a matter of when, really.
God, what a weird... WASS radio, where they want their behinds tightened up. Well, who knew? It's got to be a very specific clientele, I'm guessing.
You think?
Don't they do a bleaching thing also?
Sure, that's very.
Oh, yeah, they'll get it really nice.
Who's concerned about that? I mean, really?
There's a Kanye lyric where he goes, I hooked up with a model and she bleached her behind, and if I get bleach on my T-shirt, then I'm going to look like a jerk, essentially is what he's saying. So he's really worried that the girls that he's hooking up with on the side might be ruining his T-shirts and then showing his wife that he's hanging out with these models.
Wow, that's a lot. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of problems, that guy.
Yeah, okay, very good, very good. But coming up in sports?
We got Derek Jeter on The Tonight Show talking about a thong. We got some records, baby.
Got some good world records coming up, including a great one involving a dog. Christy, what have you got coming up?
Oh, I have, let's see, we have that radioactive capsule is found in Arizona. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Literally, it was the size of a pea. We have a guy that's accused of breaking and dumping. We have a new state aroma, possibly, for New Mexico. And Groundhog Day didn't go so well for one particular groundhog.
It's rabid.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It might be. They could find out during the autopsy. Right now, I want to talk about Valentine's Day because the clock is ticking, fellas. Yesterday, we talked with Steven Singer, who was very funny, talking about what he likes to do for Valentine's Day. You can be a winner, fellas, by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. I'll give you a couple hints here. Lots of jewelry, of course, including necklaces and bracelets. You can't go wrong there. How about giving her flowers? Well, sure. How about giving her one flower, a rose dipped in 24-karat gold? The color this year is called periwinkle. It's kind of a bluish violet. There's one right over there in front of Josh. It'll take her breath away this Valentine's Day. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Do it today because they ran out last year. They've got a number of different colors, by the way. They start at $59, and it'll, of course, be gift-wrapped, and it will be shipped free. Steven Singer, famous for his fast and free shipping, and, of course, his famous guarantee on the jewelry. Get all the details at IHateStevenSinger.com. Real jewelers, real roses, dipped in real 24-karat gold for your real love. Now, once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. Get one of these flowers because, like most flowers, they kind of die after a few days. These guys stay that way forever because they're dipped in gold. Also, don't forget the bracelets. Don't forget the necklaces because jewelry, earrings, I can go on forever.
Oh, yeah.
Steven Singer's got it all with that great lifetime guarantee. IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, coming up, we have two great pizza stories. Everybody's got to love pizza. And did you know that there's a National Pizza Day and it's just around the corner?
Apparently, your daughter doesn't like pizza.
The only one. My 10-year-old daughter doesn't like pizza. I failed as a father in many ways. This is one of them.
What?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show on this Friday morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention. By the way, Jeff's going to be on the road coming up with our own Pat Godwin at Simplicity Furniture Shop. That's going to be in Evansville, Indiana, Saturday, February 11th. Mark your calendars. Get your tickets now. Simplicity Furniture Shop in Evansville, Indiana. Again, a 2-for-1, if you will. Jeff Oskey and Pat Godwin with his guitar, the #1 comedy album in the country. Pat Godwin.com, or hit up Jeff Oskey on his Instagram at Jeff Oskey, O-S-K-A-Y, Jeff Oskey on the Instagram. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Well, if Beyonce gets one win at the Grammy Awards, she passes Quincy Jones as the living person with the most Grammys. Jones and Beyonce are tied with 28. She leads the nominations with 9. Kendrick Lamar has 8. Adele and Brandi Carlile have 7 each. Trevor Noah will host the Grammys again. They'll air live from Los Angeles Sunday on CBS. Sylvester Stallone, your action hero, now has a reality show. It's called The Family Stallone. It will follow Sly, his wife Jennifer, and their 3 daughters. 2 of the daughters want to get into film. One is still figuring out what she wants to do, and the Family Stone is going to premiere on Paramount Plus in the spring. Titanic director James Cameron will settle the debate. Could Jack have survived? Fans have argued for years Rose could have let Jack onto the door that she was using as a raft. Cameron conducted experiments with hypothermia experts for a National Geographic Channel special about the film. Titanic, 25 years later with James Cameron, airs Sunday. Finally, the question will be answered. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Norman, honey, what you doing? It's getting late.
I'm downstairs, honey. Just getting some cereal. Snookums.
Thank God he found it. I was getting desperate. I hope this works. You know, Judy tried it with Ted, and she said he's become insatiable.
Boy, will Snookums be in for a treat, because her hubby is chomping on the new cereal for men who are sexually dysfunctional. It's Nuttin' Raisin, honey.
This sure is tasty. Honey, I'll be right up.
Nuttin' Raisin Honey, the cereal that gets you up in the morning, or any time for that matter. Nuttin' Raisin Honey. Eat them from the bowl or right out of the box.
listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
The bass player's wife was in the kitchen doing dishes, and she's listening to her son play with his trains out in the living room. And she hears him out there playing, and she hears him say, all right, all you a-holes, get off the train. And the rest of you a-holes, get on the train and put your luggage under the seat. Well, she runs out there, and she says, we don't talk like that in this house. Go to your room. So she leaves him in his room for 2 hours.
Oh.
That's a long time.
Yeah. It is.
So she brings him out, and he says, can I play with my trains again? And she says, well, okay, have you learned your lesson? He says, yeah, I think so. So she goes back to the kitchen, and he's playing with his trains. And then she hears him say, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for riding with us today. Hope you had a pleasant trip. And the rest of you boarding the train, hope you have a nice day with us today. And those of you pissed off about the 2-hour delay, talk to the bitch in the kitchen.
Good morning, sunshine.
To the max, there's bologna in our side.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Jim Gaffigan joins us in the studio. Jim is a veteran comedian and actor, famous for a couple of oddball appearances on Sex and the City.
But I am an actor and a comedian, but I'll tell you guys, I wish I was a film director just in everyday life. So when someone was telling me a boring story, I could just go, and cut. I didn't finish. We got it. That's a wrap. And cut. When you think about it, that would come in handy. You come home late, your wife's like, where the hell were you? And cut. All right, let's try it again. This time you don't care where I was. In fact, you're happy to see me. Let's try a topless. Action.
I was flying from South Bend to here. I was on a plane this big. It was like a pack of gum with 8 people in it. What happened was we took off from the South Bend Airport Hair Care and Tire Center there. I don't know if you've ever been there. We got halfway here. We had to go back. It's like a 12-minute flight. We had to go back. We had engine trouble. We lost some oil pressure in one of the engines, and they told us about it over the speaker system of the plane, right, which was stupid because they could have just went, hey, we lost some oil pressure.
They just little turn around and yelled at you.
The guy sitting next to me is losing his mind. He goes, hey man, if one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us? And I was like, all the way to the scene of the crash.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question.
Minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's
What you having for breakfast there,
Christy Lee at the news desk. I tried to get this trail mix down before you failed. There's Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hello, Josh. How are you? I'll take over.
Okay, thank you.
Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom news desk.
Yes.
At the all-new I Hate Steven Singer breakfast table. It's Josh Arnold.
How are we doing? Yeah.
This is Tom speaking. My handsome son, Willie G, is right over there.
Hey there, Pop.
Not to imply that my son Sam is not handsome. As you could,
We didn't mention Sam at all.
one could infer.
He's got a gorgeous family.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see now. We have the very handsome Ace Cosby.
Hello, world.
Beardless Ace Cosby. Much more handsome without the beard. I think we all agree on that. Let's see now. Pat Godwin through the glass.
How are you today?
Good. Are you considering dyeing the beard again?
No, I like that the way it is.
No, I love that look. The really pasty white old skin and the jet black beard.
Old skin.
No.
Boy, you're
I think
nice,
it's the
aren't
lighting, but could be the years and the miles.
What does your lady friend think about the facial hair?
She likes it, I think. She doesn't say much.
Think?
Why don't you ask her?
Ask her.
Yes.
Say, do you like the facial hair?
She would say something if she didn't like it.
No, she wouldn't. Maybe she's.
No, she would. I've met her many times.
She's trying to be polite.
Very sweet woman, and she would say, hey, you know what? Why don't we try something else?
Like
Why don't
shaving.
we?
Again, she's very nice.
I'll shave if you shave.
Oh.
Thank you, Ace. The implications of that are
That she's hairy, but
deeply,
okay.
deeply personal. And fortunately, there's the phone. Do you want to answer that, Josh?
No.
Hello, Bob and Tom.
Still eating?
What the heck?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Floyd.
Floyd.
I've enjoyed your facial hair program.
Well, you're welcome. Sorry, Floyd.
I was heard from Big D. She wants me to grow my sideburns out, so I start looking like Tommy Lee Jones again.
Oh, nice.
But I'm parked alongside the road waiting for the tow truck boys to come change the flat tire on my Peterbilt.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah.
Hell, I like to call them the Camel Crew, of course. That's not their name, just a label somebody tagged them with. You ever heard of them?
No.
The Camel Toes?
Oh, I see.
It's probably something that came up with on Shark Tank. Same way Chester Fried Chicken got started.
Really?
Anywho, I got myself a blowout, and they're coming to help. Speaking of blowouts, I ever tell you about the old lot lizard that was so bad-chested she had to wear a training bra?
No.
Then she saved up and got implants.
Oh.
Well, that's the good news. But the bad news, a week later, she ran into a dell and had to borrow a can of Fix-A-Flat.
Oh, boy.
Here's another that'll make you kick a shine. Why doesn't it cost much to throw a party at a haunted house?
I don't know.
Because the ghosts always bring the booze.
Oh, I get it.
It's kindly a thinker when you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you by the time the party's over, them ghosts are all 3 sheets to the wind. I know I didn't expect to chase her either. But those are yours to keep. They'll come in handy, especially with Halloween coming up.
Yeah,
well, it's a while off.
Boy, I nearly drove off the road last night seeing Tucker Carlson in braces.
Braces?
What?
I hope he gets it straightened out. I think we can all agree he's no Brett Baer, but he's coming on strong.
Tucker Carlson has braces?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't know.
Goes well with a bow tie.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much. We return to the sports desk with Willie G. What else have we got over there?
Derek Jeter admitted that he once went to extreme lengths to get out of a slump. During an appearance on The Tonight Show, the former Yankee captain revealed that he once donned a golden thong to get out of a rut.
Really?
While playing the game called True Confessions with Fallon and Rita Ora, Jeter said, "I once wore a thong in public in front of thousands of people."
Wow.
What?
Though the co-host thought it was a lie, Jeter explained that back in 2002, a new teammate of his swore that wearing a golden thong would get him out of a slump. Incredulous at first, Jeter gave it a shot, and his first pitch at bat while wearing the thong was a home run.
Holy cow.
Yeah, because it hurts.
Records show he was 0 for 32 before the home run on April 29th, 2004. Jeter did, however, say that he wore shorts underneath the thong. That has to be more uncomfortable than just wearing a thong.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing is the thong made him feel pretty.
Oh, and, so pretty.
That was
witty and
yay.
It's interesting that guys that have incredible skill still try to rely on like magic.
Baseball, particularly. I mean, all sports have their superstitions.
Race car drivers have that too. They have ways that they get when we're not winning races. And
lucky socks, lucky underwear.
Yeah.
Wow. Thongs hurt?
They can. Yeah, they're up your butt crack, Josh.
Well, what hurts more, wearing a thong or going home alone?
The music made that so much more mean.
That music was very dramatic. Thank you very much,
Pat. A very nasty comment, didn't it?
You have a song about thongs?
Yeah, a little Three Dog Night, Paul Williams. Just a slump, busting gold thong. Got Jeter out of a losing streak. Unbelievable. What's wrapped around his buttocks, stuck in his crack. It's hard for Jeets to take a lead. Oh, yum. His teammate swears that it works. It'll get him out of that rut. Then Jeter hits a home run with that gold thong up his butt. Come on. Just a slump, busting gold thong. That filthy thing goes on when the chips are down. Yeah. Come on now. Just a slump, busting gold thong. Oh, wash it good and send it to Cooperstown.
Yes. That should be in Cooperstown.
On like the little model.
You need to send that to Mr. Jeter.
We should.
That is hilarious. How did those words just fit in so perfectly? Oh, everybody's saying just a gold.
Slump busting gold.
God, that's funny.
I saw an interview.
Slump busting gold thong.
I saw an interview Deion Sanders, and he said between football and baseball, the hardest thing he ever had to do was hit a baseball, and that's what athletes always say. So you have to have a little bit of magic behind you to get it done.
Yeah,
I guess. And we've talked about this. I think maybe this spring we should do it. We have access to a former Major League pitcher who could come out here and throw a couple. I don't think I could even stand there.
I couldn't.
I'd be terrified. The ball going by at 90+ miles an hour, and he's not even trying.
I think we should get a former MLB pitcher, but we should also get a little league kid. We should get a kid that's like 13 but slings heat, because I bet
they were good too.
What if he doesn't have the accuracy and he hits you in the face?
He's got the the kid.
The kid.
Yeah.
It's fun. We'll just give him a few vapes or whatever kids like. I don't know. Give him something nice, a little mango vape. Have a good day.
And Derek Jeter you said he is the guy that used to give the ladies
the swag bag?
The swag bag?
I don't know for sure. Allegedly.
That's the rumor.
That is the rumor.
Yeah.
Well, I slept with Derek Jeter.
T-shirt. And all I got was this T-shirt? Or?
That's my sister said, yeah.
Oh, really?
Lucky woman.
Hey, honey, where'd you get this signed Jeter ball?
Well...
Oh, yikes. Okay, now, we continue with sports.
To get the ball.
I know that we coming up, I believe we have a couple of world records. Mm-hmm. Do you want to get one of those up and running?
Yeah, do you want a dog or do you want sandwiches? What do we like?
Sandwiches. Sandwiches.
A Brazilian food company broke the Guinness World Record for the longest line of submarine sandwiches. In celebration of Sao Paulo's 469th anniversary.
Wait, whose anniversary?
Sao Paulo.
Oh, Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, Brazil?
Yeah, must be.
Portugal set out to break the record and made a total of 1,180 sandwiches to claim the title. Guinness World Record official adjudicator Carlos Tapia.
His religion has nothing to do with it.
No.
Carlos Tapia was on site to confirm the record. While most of the sandwiches were enjoyed by people attending the event, 20% were donated to a local nonprofit that delivers food to those in need.
I went. I was actually with the Guinness Book of World Records
at this giant sandwich thing.
It was a different one. It was the world's biggest French dip.
Oh.
I was with the adjudicator.
Oh, wow.
And he said,
I appreciate that joke.
He said, yes, indeed, this is the world's
That is
largest
very nice.
French dip.
For the world's largest French dip, is the bowl of a jus just an outdoor pool? Is it just an above-ground pool worth of a jus?
I don't know. I was too busy talking with the adjudicator.
I do love a good French dip, though, I got to tell you.
Oh, sure.
God,
what kind of sandwich was
that?
this?
Is my favorite sandwich.
It just had a submarine sandwich. I'm not sure. Maybe pork-based, I'd imagine.
I hope it wasn't pork. They better eat it quick. Out there in the sun. A little pork and mayonnaise. It's been sitting there for 6 hours. People are in line. So the world's largest sandwich. Okay.
All right.
You were there, though, right, Josh?
For the French dip one, yeah.
Was your erection visible when you were while looking at the... we have another world record. This is a really happy one.
A dog from Portugal has been named the world's oldest living dog.
Where's Portugal? Next to Spain?
And the oldest dog ever by Guinness World Records.
Really?
Just 2 weeks after a dog named Spike was confirmed as the oldest living dog, Bobby took the title at 30 years and 266 days.
Is it because Spike...
No. Okay. Because this dog's even older than Spike.
Really?
30.
How? All right. They don't have birth certificates for dogs, do they? How do
You're
they
skeptical,
know?
Ace and Christy?
Yes. Yes.
According to the record authority, Bobby is a purebred Raffiero de Alentejo. Did I nail that?
That's very good. Your Spanish is great.
Raffiero de Alentejo, which is a breed of livestock guardian dog with an average life expectancy of 12 to 14 years.
A guardian dog.
In addition to being the oldest living dog, Bobby also broke the record for oldest dog ever, surpassing the previous record of 29 years and 5 months, set by an Australian cattle dog named Bluey in 1939.
So you're skeptical that the dog really is that old?
I have no reason to believe these people are lying.
That would mean, let me hang on a second. That would mean this dog was alive during the Clinton administration. Is that right? Am I getting the math right there?
Yeah, he's a year older than me.
Man. Wow.
This dog's in charge of me.
You know, what is the formula for dog years? So would that be
7, right?
7.
137 times?
210.
7
What?
times. Oh, it's because
7 times 30 is 210.
Okay,
oh, my gosh, it's too old.
Wow. Yeah, fetch. Then I'm going to go get lunch and I'll come back.
Somebody fetch the Reaper, please.
Oh, the little doggy. That's
it
sweet.
doesn't want to be here anymore.
What if he has a little walker, and on the little walker is even smaller tennis balls? Is that a good time? That's fine for me.
That sounds very good. Is that sports?
That is, I got a breaking story coming in for later, but yeah, for now, that is sports.
Okay, we'll segue over to the news desk with Christy Lee. Although, Pat, would you sing your song again?
Right here?
Absolutely loved it. Yeah, this is a rare, what do we call it, a twin spin?
Yeah.
Once again, Derek Jeter saying that he put on a gold thong under his uniform to get out of a slump where he'd gone, 32 at-bats without a hit? And he wore a golden thong.
Just a slump-busting gold thong got Jeter out of a losing streak. It's wrapped around his buttocks, stuck in his crack. It's hard for Jeets to take a leak. Oh. His teammate swears that it works. It'll get him out of that rut. Then Jeter hits a home run with that gold thong up his butt. Come on now. Just a slump-busting gold thong. That filthy thing goes on when the chips are down. Oh, won't you sing it with me? Just a slump-busting gold thong. Oh, wash it good and send it to Cooperstown.
Wash it good.
We've got to get that to Derek Jeter.
And there's one more developing sports story. With Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James on the cusp of becoming the NBA's all-time leading scorer.
He's been injured bad?
No. Ticket prices for the estimated game he's going to break the record are skyrocketing.
I bet.
James needs 63 more points to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record for 38,387 following his 26-point performance against the Indiana Pacers. With James averaging 30.2 points per game. I hate math. Fans are projecting when he's going to get the job done. Going off his average, James could get it done against the Oklahoma City Thunder on February 7th at Crypto Arena in front of the Lakers faithful. Of course, sometimes players are off and averages are just that, an average of what might happen in any given night. That means more people would be able to tune in live to perhaps see history made once again by the Akron, Ohio native. This is out of order. Here we go. 2 courtside seats are going for a total of $242,000 after fees.
That's ridiculous.
Boy, yeah, you got to really want to see
Yeah, really, and you have no guarantee that's going to happen.
Just don't get up to get a hot dog and then miss the big moment.
Man.
Other seats are going for $108,000, $60,000. For the game against the Bucks, the same 2 courtside seats are a little bit less, $242,000.
What will the other players? Will the other players and that are defending?
They better defend.
Yeah, they'll treat him normally, or does someone?
Yes, they should.
Or do you not want to be the guy that he?
No, you kind of do want to be the guy that takes it away from him. You want to be the guy that pushes it to the next night. You want to shut LeBron down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should be very interesting. And I hope Kareem is there. Oh, can you get that?
I can. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie. How are you?
I heard the breaking news about Derek Jeter's wearing thongs under his pinstripes.
Well, a good luck thong to get out of a slump. Apparently, yeah, big deal, huh?
Yeah, but Tom, why come he didn't just bag a slump buster instead of wearing one? Oh, I could have hooked him up with Patty Ferguson. We called her the gun range. You had to wear goggles and headgear because she's a squirter and a squealer. Swear to God.
Oh boy.
And Josh, the best part, no 7-day waiting period neither. I'm gonna go. State law.
Do you think he wore the shorts under the thong because it's the same thong that guy gave him because it was good luck?
No, probably because he didn't want the thong doing the butt floss thing.
Well, it's still going to be up. Now he's got shorts and the thong up his butt.
Yeah, well.
Got to be uncomfortable.
Are you thinking he didn't buy his own?
Yeah. Like the guy gave him.
I think the guy loaned him the thong.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to put that.
They passed it around.
That's what I'm thinking, and that's why he wore shorts.
You wouldn't share a thong with me, Ace? That hurts my feelings.
Come on, Ace.
I will give you my thong.
Has anyone in this room worn a thong?
I put on my girlfriend's as a joke once. She
as a joke, and he just loved it.
She
the whole
yelled
time.
at me bad. You're stretching them. You're ruining them.
I did that with a pair of fish tights, and she didn't think it was funny at all. She hated it.
Yeah, no girl's ever gotten a kick. Plus that and playing with hair clips.
Yeah.
Like, I'm an alligator. I break them all the time.
I'm going to get back to you wearing a thong. Did you wear it for a significant period of time, or you just
No, I just
we were just modeling it for her?
We were getting dressed, and I went, "Oh, this will be funny." In my head, I was like, "I'll put these in." I go, "Ooh, look at him, I'm so sexy!" And take those off. You're going to stretch them out. Those were expensive.
Did you look in a mirror and see if your butt looked better with the thong on?
I didn't. No,
because it makes it taller. I'd imagine.
You're saying you've never tried on your partner's?
No, God, no.
Not even as a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
You've never put on women's underwear?
No. You're thinking that I'm going to be there when they wake up, first of all.
You're a working man. You're at the door.
Got dogs to feed, things to do.
I got dogs to feed.
Yeah.
No, I have never done that, actually. Except for my mom's, of course.
Well, sure.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you got to see.
So wear them to school.
Yeah. I've got an A in 3 months. Then you wore those.
Yeah, of course.
I aced it.
Hey, Mom, are these game worn? I got an algebra test today.
Game worn for your mother.
Oh, man. No moms, please.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
You ever take a bra and then you put it over your head and then the boobies look like little alien horns?
No.
Oh, that's a real fun one.
No, I saw it in Weird Science and went, "Oh, that's funny. I don't want to look like that."
I am Egon from Planet Booby. It's a fun
I would have enjoyed that, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, we're going to get back to the 7th grade.
Yeah.
When we come back. We have...
Pizza in the news.
Yeah, some cool pizza news. Also, another sculpture has been stolen.
Come on with this.
And although this one, having seen it, I would have taken it too. Not because I'd want it, but because I'd want to take it to a dumpster.
Oh.
It's not good. That we have more onion news, and we have another Mad Shatter. Another defecation event. I don't know what's wrong with these burglars out there.
We have to keep
it's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Now, Rodney's got a record out there on Capitol Records.
Yes.
Can't miss it.
It's called Morning Wood.
Morning
We're
Wood.
just kind of sticking with the theme. It's Hanging with Rodney, Morning Wood, and then Nutsack. Just kind of working our way down
the trilogy.
It dawned on me this morning
Yep.
I've made a living for 13 years talking about everything underneath my belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, what the hell?
I'm glad you said hell.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's all right.
Rodney, we got plenty of time. Do you want to work another one in here?
Yeah, here's one right here. This one's called, I think, you guys, is that the one we're talking about? Okay. You guys want to play the intro? I don't want to. They get a little irritated when I don't let them play the intro. They don't really like the way I do it. Let's just go right to the words.
Go ahead.
I remember way back when I was just a boy going places with my mom and dad. It used to scare me to death how Mama used to act after 6 or 7 beers she's had. We were sitting at a table when Mama got disabled, all the liquor running through her head. Soon I got to joking, Daddy wasn't joking when he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town." Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead, there were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking, there's nothing anybody can do. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. Well, we got her in a truck and we started driving home, and Mama said she had to go. Daddy pulled it over, we were standing on his shoulder while Mom was putting on a show. And he started up a truck, Mama stood up with her pants still around her knees. When we heard Mama holler, "If you give me $1, well, I'll let you take a peek at these." Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town. Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead, there were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking, there's nothing anybody can do. Just hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you.
Rodney Carrington.
Warren on the road tonight at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. One night only. GregWarrenComedy.com. Again tonight at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Greg Warren joins us each and every Monday with another edition of The Warren Report, and he'll be joining us this next Monday with a new edition of The Warren Report. But you can see him this weekend live at the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Again, GregWarrenComedy.com for his tour and schedule, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed. The mayor of the capital of Texas acknowledging the frustration of residents shivering for more than a day without power during a winter storm. Austin Mayor Kirk Watson said the duration of the icy storm that has plagued the area since Tuesday has made it challenging to restore power in Texas. The storm blamed for at least 10 deaths across much of the southern United States. Things are starting to warm up, but a wave of cold is forecast to target New England with the coldest weather in decades. Wind chills could plunge to 50 degrees below zero or even lower, so bundle up in the Northeast. To some warmer news, it's been 6 years since Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band embarked on a major tour. Judging by the first show Wednesday night in Tampa, Florida, you'd never know it. The boss and his band served notice. They are back, baby. At just under 3 hours, it wasn't quite one of the marathon performances the 73-year-old Springsteen's best known for, but kicking off with No Surrender and finishing it with a solo acoustic, I'll See You in My Dreams. Springsteen in fine voice, his big band matched his energy. 19 musicians on the stage at various points during the show. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band back out on tour. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Christy, your mom must have been able to cook something pretty good, huh?
Oh, my mom made a wonderful pot roast in the pressure cooker.
Josh, what does your mom make that was the best?
Oh, my gosh, her tuna casserole was such a delight, and her egg salad.
When I was a kid, my mom would always make my dad angry.
Yeah.
Good pancakes, too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God!
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sex is so prevalent in our society that nobody mentions what happens if you keep having it. You know, that, I think every porno movie should end with giving birth to triplets. You know, just as a disclaimer, you know. So everybody knows, you know, what you get, you know. But I'm a stepfather, too. Which I've been for a few years now. And if you're not a step-parent, you know, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You know, you're not like my real dad. You know, that's right. You can find me. You know. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories, you know.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Corner.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee doing news.
Yeah, I am.
Pat Godwin playing tunes.
Yeah, he is.
Ace Cosby dialing the dials and turning the knobs.
Maybe that's what he does.
Could you turn his knob off if he's going to continue in this?
Who loves you, baby?
What is that? Is that a bad telly song?
I don't know who it is. There's Willie Griswold.
Mumbling through sports. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Tom, why don't you tell us about the first time you kissed a girl?
Does
the year was 1959.
Does my mommy count?
Oh,
Do you remember her name?
Of course not.
Oh, sorry.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I remember exactly where it was, who it was.
Really?
It's behind a shed at a bat mitzvah with a girl named Maggie. Yeah.
What
Party
about
time.
you?
First kiss, Andrea Alt, but first Frenching, Allison. Right in front of everybody. We were sitting in a chair in the middle of a big barn party.
With the lights on?
Like, oh, yeah. Like, I was like high-fiving guys as they were walking by. Like, Arnold! And I would high-five and go back to making out.
It sounds
wow, that's nice.
I had the first kiss on Saturday at the bat mitzvah, and then a week later, I got my first makeout at a movie theater with the same girl. Me and all my friends went to go see The King Kong with Jack Black.
Yeah,
and then
a lot of makeout time.
And then my buddy Eric, he grabbed a boob, and then afterwards we were just high-fiving, walking through the mall like little
Again,
pigs.
true romance.
Man, it was awesome.
Just doing it for the fellas. Okay. Pat, I'm going to make a request here a little later on. Instead of talking about young love, one of my favorite Pat Godwin songs is your song about old love.
Oh, okay.
Among the elderly. We'll get that coming up. We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have you got over there?
Oh, we're going to talk pizza. Who doesn't love pizza except for Finn?
My 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
We have an email about that.
She'll outgrow that.
You got to trade her in. You got to get a new model.
She does not like pizza.
Give her a different flavor.
Has written in and said, the other day, Tom said his daughter doesn't like pizza. I bet she'll love it when she has one that doesn't have a cauliflower crust and toppings that are kale and vegan cheese.
No, see, her mom always gets that, but we get her the whatever pepperoni, or her little sister likes the normal pizza.
Like what? What would Hart get on her pizza?
Cheese pizza. She's
sausage,
a good eater.
sometimes just cheese, sometimes pepperoni.
Cool.
Finn does not like pizza, so last night we got to go and we got spaghetti.
A fine alternative.
Oh, it's great. It's delicious.
Sounds like you had spaghetti too.
I did. I have to vote. In my case, it's spaghetti over pizza anytime.
Really?
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, no. No.
I know you can't wait to get home and have your leftover pizza because...
No. Leftover spaghetti. I hate leftover pizza. I despise cold pizza.
It's a weird line.
Put it in the toaster oven.
It doesn't work.
325.
No, pizza does not... You can't recycle it, I'm sure.
Air fryer works great.
You know what I do?
Oh, you've never tried it.
Just do it on the stovetop, little hot oil. You put it right on there, crust down, top over, 2 minutes. Perfect.
Well, Christy, what's new in the world of...
Well, no, wait a second. Now we have a point to make
Christy.
here. I'm going to defend myself. There's actually some scientific culinary scientist about why Dale spaghetti tastes better.
Alton Brown.
Don't throw around big words like acidity. I'm just saying. We've gone through this before. If you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life every meal, in my case, it would be spaghetti.
Great.
And you said, Josh, yours would be peanut butter and jelly?
Absolutely.
Christy?
Used to be popcorn, but I can't eat that anymore, so I'm going to have to pick something else.
I didn't know you can't eat popcorn anymore.
No.
Rectal issues?
Belly issues.
Oh,
Makes my stomach hurt.
What kind of rectal issues would you have that you couldn't eat popcorn?
Diverticulosis.
Popcorn farts? You don't get those?
Farts.
They are rough.
They are rough, aren't they? Oh,
Is that from eating popcorn? I thought that was just the sound that.
No,
it's
it's
a
from
certain
eating
thing,
popcorn. Yeah.
Willie, what would you eat?
A burrito bowl, essentially. Give me like some chicken, some rice, some beans, a little salsa, a little cheese, a little sour cream.
So, Ace, are you in for pizza the rest of your life?
I'd eat pizza.
You know what? I think next month I'll eat pizza every day.
A different kind of pizza every day, or the same pizza every day?
No, different kinds.
Okay.
From various...
various frozen. I'll make some of my own.
Pizza every day in March.
Do you get it delivered?
Okay.
Not anymore.
Wait a second now.
We'll start working on the
hard?
I will bankroll this. If you get 30 different pizzas,
bankroll this.
Yeah. But here's the thing: you've got to rate them.
Okay.
So at the end of the month, I know for frozen pizza, my favorite one is those little ones.
I know you like Red Baron.
The Red Baron. Those are very good.
They'll be in the mix.
Okay.
What's the best one? What's the best frozen one?
Home Run. I'm having one tonight.
Home run pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Tombstone.
Okay, this is all very interesting.
Good go-to attitude.
That's a good go-to. Come on.
So the reason pizza's in the news is involves
Do flatbreads count?
Involves Philadelphia, Pat. This is a great idea.
A pizza startup in Philly boasts an average delivery time of just 12 minutes, thanks to its trucks with built-in ovens. According to Insider,
this is a great idea.
This is the future we all need.
Somebody been doing this before?
I mean, I suppose there could be some kind of an explosion if the gas line to the truck. Oh, wait a minute.
The pizza delivery company Muncho was started by former investment banker Adam Chain.
So I think
who came up with the idea.
Yeah, the name Muncho right away tells you they know their audience.
Right.
What if we cook the pizza in the truck, dude?
Man, after ordering a pizza and receiving a cold pie nearly 2 hours later, he studied pizza delivery for 2 months and opened Muncho, a fleet of vans retrofitted with ovens inside.
Now, are they presumably? This now sounds dumb. I assume they'd have to be electric ovens, right?
It doesn't say here, Tom.
I would think so.
I mean, I would think an open flame
well,
propane with stove in a truck might be.
They're not cooking it in a stove. They're cooking it in an oven.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, you could have propane like in a food truck, right? Because it's parked.
Yes.
I would.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Pizza and side dishes are baked in a commissary before they finish cooking in the van en route to their destinations. Muncho sells 6 classic 14-inch pizzas and 1 specialty pizza that rotates weekly with prices ranging from $14 to $16. Pretty average. Yeah.
That's a great idea. You put a bed in that thing, you've got the ideal vehicle for a divorced guy. I got a pizza oven, a bed.
I tried this.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought, man, if I could just deliver food that was warmer and hot when it arrived, it'd be great. But my business just failed for many reasons.
Why?
A soup in a coop.
Messy.
Yeah. Many employees burned.
Here comes the corner. Ouch.
Do you suppose these trucks would, after they've been doing it for a while, they'd know what their hot area was, or most people, or they'd sort of hover around waiting for the orders to come in?
Yeah, maybe they'd hang out around a campus.
No, I think that they are parked at the commissary, and when they get the calls, they put the pizzas in, and then they head out.
Wait a minute. So they're cooking in the commissary?
Yeah, didn't you hear me
They're
say?
pre-cooking.
Nobody's listening.
They're not cooking them all the way.
They're keeping them hot in ovens.
They finish cooking in the route to their destination.
I see.
You ever the thing with spaghetti where you cook it 90% of the way? You take it out, put it in the refrigerator.
No.
No,
Why the hell
when
do
I
you
make
do
dinner,
that?
I like to eat it.
No, Josh. I mean, obviously, if you weren't shoveling it in, I think say you're having a spaghetti party.
Spaghetti party.
As we're all want to do every now and again.
Who doesn't want to have a spaghetti party? No, you can do this, Chris. Didn't you know this?
No, and why would I do that?
You cook the spaghetti most of the way.
Yeah.
And you take it out.
Right.
And you can stick it in the colander in the refrigerator for a while. Then when everything else is ready, you just stick the spaghetti back in for another minute or two, and then you serve it. It's nice and hot, and it's fully cooked.
All right.
So what they're doing is they're cooking the pizza most of the way, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it does the final part right there in the truck.
I wouldn't be interested in this. The pizza would be too hot when it got to me. I want my pizza edible when it arrives in my house.
No, then you let it cool down.
No, I want to eat it when it arrives.
Yeah, Josh is kind of hitting it. That 10 minutes in the vehicle when it comes over, and it's that perfect temp.
No.
And I would argue it's still kind of baking in the cardboard, similar to like a burger wrapped in foil.
Yeah,
it's still doing stuff.
And in those bags that are lined. Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
This
It's a good system.
Yeah, exactly. The reason nobody's done this is because you don't have to do this.
No, this is an idea from the future. This guy's a genius.
Well, I look forward to talking about how they're bankrupt in 2 months.
Wow. Okay.
They don't
You of all
seem-
people. I thought this
Yeah,
would. I thought this would give you an erection.
I know you did.
An erection.
Right.
Apparently, this isn't the
Food
only
isn't
place.
just sustenance for me. It's also sexual gratification.
They're just personal attacks at this point.
Christy, would you? You know what? I'd try it for sure.
I mean,
Their pies could be delicious. But
I'm not that.
You've never had a pizza arrive to go that's freezing?
No.
I have.
Well,
Okay. Well,
I live pretty close to the place that delivers the pizza, and
there are many locations.
Yeah, yeah, where I
live in a small
where I
town
used to
and-
live, they could never get in there anyway. So,
well, they move out of the gate
By the
part.
time they figured out the gate code,
Yeah.
you don't even know the gate code. Questioned by the security guards.
Coming up, we have more pizza news. This is very exciting. Also, we have another incredibly dumb thing coming down the internet, Mom and Dad. If you thought that, what was it before, the Tide Pod eating challenge or something?
Oh, God.
That took out a few people. Well, there's something now called the Tranquilizer Challenge. Yeah, it's dumber than you think. And
really bad.
We have a handful
Not a good idea.
Hospitalized morons. I say thin the herd. It's all coming up when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
We have time. Let's get a song out of Mr. Hay.
Yeah.
Colin Hay is our guest. What do you feel like playing, Colin?
Something I know.
Okay. Yes. Well, that'd be good.
I know most of my songs. This is an old song which I like. I'll just play it, eh?
All right.
How about that? I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep. And possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations. I know we'll be all right. Perhaps it's just imagination. Day after day, it reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Alone between the sheets only brings exasperation. It's time to walk the streets, smell the desperation. At least there's pretty lights, and though there's little variation, it nullifies the night from overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. I can't get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep, and possibly the complications, especially at night. I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Day after day reappears. Night after night, my heartbeat shows the fear. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away. Ghosts appear and fade away.
Wow. Colin Hay.
2018, the last time the center took a look at online dating. Asked to choose among 4 potential reasons why they do it, 44% of current or recent users said finding a long-term partner was their goal. 40% wanted to date casually, 24% in search of casual sex, and 22% just looking for a new friend. And a whale that washed ashore in Hawaii over the weekend likely died in part because it ate large volumes of fishing traps, fishing nets, plastic bags, and other marine debris. The whale's death highlights the threat to wildlife from the millions of tons of plastic that ends up in the oceans every year. The animal's body was first noticed on a reef off of Kauai on Friday. High tide brought it ashore the next day. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show, and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Yours truly, Artie Whiskey, frontier golfer with another true tale from the Old West.
Really?
As you know, I'm quite the avid golfer. I go out just about every day and play 18. One afternoon, I decided to head on home after 9 holes. Well, much to my surprise, I mosey up to my house and I see another buggy in the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of sneak in the house and I find my wife in bed with another fella. I was rather upset.
I can see that.
I grabbed the guy, got him in a headlock, dragged him down into the garage, grabbed him by the manhood, stuck it in a vise, and squeezed it real tight.
Uh-huh.
He started screaming, "Oh, Artie, you're not going to cut it off, are you?" I said, "No, you are. I'm going to set the garage on fire."
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a hot pocket.
He's got a Monday show, too.
Hey there, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
Pat Godwin in the music laboratory.
Hello.
Chick McGee out today. We love you, buddy. He's fine, but can you blame him? Really?
No.
Just one a day.
Mental health day.
Ace Cosby.
Bankrolled, baby.
Bankrolled.
Pizzas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We'll get to that in a second. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, buddy.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Tommy, you did offer to bankroll Ace's new endeavor.
Yeah, he did.
Said it out loud.
Now, Ace, give me the parameters of this excursion into the world of pizza.
Every meal will have pizza.
Every meal, not just once a day.
No.
You said
So
every
we'll have
meal.
breakfast pizza.
Breakfast pizza, lunch pizza.
It'll have pizza, so there can be sides, though, if you'd like.
Yeah, might mix in a salad.
Okay.
Oh, might mix in a salad, eh?
Yeah, your doctor on the phone. So you're going to do frozen pizzas, and you're going to do takeout pizzas.
Thanks to you, yes.
Okay, I'll bankroll. This will be interesting. But you got to. Here's the thing: you've got to rate them.
Okay.
We'll come up with a scale, and you can go from there. And this is all we're launching on. We're talking about this because there's a pizza delivery place in Philadelphia where they have actual pizza ovens, and they cook the pizzas. They finish cooking them actually in the vehicle.
Right.
Let me. Here's my new idea.
Okay.
Could you do the equivalent of a ice cream truck? You know, like Uncle Marty with the music playing and the.
I don't trust this Uncle Marty, but sure. What are you?
When I was a kid, it was called Uncle Marty's.
Uncle Marty.
You don't want to know.
Uncle Marty. It was
creepy.
it was an ice cream. They had the da 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 music, and they would drive around, and you could go get ice cream bars, and It'd be great. A whole neighborhood would run out of their houses.
Hey, kid, you ever seen a crawl space?
Hey, Marty.
No, that's not the.
I'm everybody's uncle.
Could you do that with this truck with pizza? You have slices. You run down things running down the street.
Called a food truck.
Yeah.
No, but you don't park.
I see. So yeah, it goes to the neighborhood.
Instead of parking at Ace, you're driving through the neighborhood, and hey, the pizza guy's here.
Yeah, why not a truck where you can get a pizza slice, maybe a hot dog or a corn dog, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of combining the ideas here. What if it's like a waffle cone situation, but the waffle is the pizza crust?
Oh.
And then inside is pepperoni and cheese.
So like a pizza hand roll.
Exactly.
Do they make that?
I don't know if they do, but we got to get someone on this.
Does someone make pizza on a stick?
Yes, I saw it at a fair.
No kidding.
Yes.
Pizza on a stick.
And it was quite literally a slice of pizza jammed with a stick jammed in. And then I saw another one, though. It was like roll. It looked like a corn dog. It was a roll on a stick, too.
Could you do one like a push-up? Where it had, like the center of a toilet paper roll, but you'd push up and the pasta and
the
spaghetti on a stick. Hey, this is a great idea.
You know,
you're going to see this and thank me.
On the stick stuff at the fair, I mean, have some respect. I can't believe they're buying pizza in the stick. I'm just judging them as I eat my barbecue-loaded mac and cheese with a Philly cheese drizzle. So much better.
Here's my idea. You're just on the street. Maybe you're inside your house and you're watching TV, and then you hear from the outside, oh, the pizza guy's driving by.
Oh, pizza truck.
Pizza truck's here. Pause the movie.
When the world seems to shine like
in slow motion, the fattest kids you've ever seen bursting out of their doors.
And it would have to be slow motion. You're right.
The truck, they miss it every time.
A couple of them are shirtless. You know, man boobs are flopping.
They're bouncing like they're in Baywatch.
Yeah, like Baywatch. So one kid drops his quarters. He has to stop and pick them up. Leave me.
Now here's something I don't get. I was at Universal Studios last week, which was great. And you've been there, right, Josh?
Yes.
Did you find it surprising, by the way, 3 of the major rides, once you got to the head of the line, you had to walk up 3 or 4 flights of stairs?
Yes, you're right.
They don't have Disney doesn't have stairs anywhere.
They must have had, and they're cool because they're like part of the theme.
Yeah, but
they must have alternative entrances. Like,
there's elevators for those that are that need chairs, et cetera, et cetera. But I saw something, and this is a thing I've seen at the State Fair and other places. I just don't get it. I know my daughter Lucy did this at the State Fair this year, which is getting one of those giant turkey legs.
Yeah,
they're fun.
I love that.
Yeah, but it's so you're getting your hands all greasy.
It's great.
Like Henry VIII out there.
Yeah, it just seems like a weird thing to have it. It's not that portable.
They do that at Disney World too.
Incredibly portable.
Yeah.
Terrific, yeah. It's got its own handle.
Yeah, it defines portable.
Yeah.
Then you get your lips all greasy and...
Well, sure.
Give me a hot dog.
They have
Well, then eat a hot dog and let these people be.
I'm letting him be. I'm just saying I don't get it.
You forget how tendony a turkey leg is, though. There are some
how much of that's going to waste anyway?
But they're usually smoked to perfection.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well,
I got one of those at like an EDM festival one time in Colorado. Like it was in this little mountain town, but it was like a music festival, but they got the regular kind of fair food suppliers.
They had turkey legs.
So I'm like listening to a DJ. My buddies are dancing around with their shirts off, and I was eating a turkey leg like a king, watching my peons entertain me.
Dunking it into your lean.
Hey, this one tastes like LSD. Well, that's why we're here. It's
good. It's all protein, so you don't feel like total crap after you eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would never have thought that would have worked, but obviously it does, and more power to you if you're eating them.
Well, thank you. We turned them around.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, a lot of things I don't get, but...
well, speaking of food, Papa John's is flipping pizza on its head, literally.
How so?
Well, Josh, they're putting the cheese on the bottom of the crust.
Well, this is madness.
The chain said that in addition to traditional toppings, its new crispy Parm pizza features a blend of shredded Parmesan Romano cheeses underneath its crispy thin crust.
So is it gooey?
Yeah, how do you handle it?
Or can you still pick
it up? No, it's crispy.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
It's inside the crust, I guess. Underneath the crust.
I saw the commercial for this last night. It looks insanely good.
Are they open yet? Because we could order one right now.
Did it look like it was a thin layer of crust, this cheese, and then crust?
No, it was just cheese purely on the bottom.
Fascinating.
So that's my question: is it going to be like pizza cheese and be gooey on the bottom?
No, it's going to be crispy.
So they kind of fried it or something.
Huh? How do you cook that? Well, the oven needs cleaning again.
By the way, this is currently available for only a limited time, and it's ahead of National Pizza Day, which is headed our way on the 9th.
And by the way, I'm often critical of Washington, D.C. and all the money they piss away and all the time they waste arguing with each other and looking for documents on both sides. But the fact that they've declared National Pizza Day, God bless America. Finally, Congress is doing something that's right.
Do you think they showed that on C-SPAN?
I hope so.
Yes.
Yeah,
Give us the other side.
They were all in attendance and paying attention.
And then we could see who voted against it.
Oh.
And get them out of there.
Yeah, go back where you came from, pizza hater.
Just add some hearing. On January 12th, 2012, you voted against National Pizza Day.
Yeah. Would you like to explain yourself? I don't really care for
During the presidential debates. We understand, Senator, that you voted against National Pizza Day while taking massive bribes from the Chinese.
Yeah. You were fine with egg roll day, weren't you?
So they have stuffed crust, and now they have... Well, I've got to try one of these.
I'm going to try one of these, too. It sounds
I'm a big
great.
fan of Papa John's.
This is a Papa
Me
John
too. I'm
pizza
a big
idea?
Papa John.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of like a... Wait a minute. It's sort of like a reverse grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes, if you ever,
I mean, conceptually, if you have the cheese, the bread, and then the cheese, would it have to be the kind of cheese you could crisp up?
It sounds like it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's Parmesan, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That Parmesan crusted, that's a, yeah.
No, it's my understanding, this particular, I've been reading about this particular pizza, you can either get a pepperoni or Lipitor right there on the...
I don't know. You can't really see, but it just looks like a regular pizza crust. It just has like a...
But it's cheese.
Yeah.
This is genius.
It'll be tried at Old Arnold Manor.
Okay. And then you know what? The crust is going to have a little layer too. Dip it in that garlic sauce.
Yeah.
This is going to be terrific.
I had a friend in college that used to call him Cheese Bottom.
Oh, yeah? Because he liked this kind of pizza?
No, alternative lifestyle.
What?
Wow. Gee, look at the time. Hey.
Look at that time.
This would have sounded even better or worse in your Raycon AirPods.
Yeah.
Wish I had Raycons in right now.
Listening to another story.
Yeah, the beauty of the Raycon earbuds, by the way, is that you can set them so that the stuff on the outside isn't coming in. Or you can set them so you can hear the stuff on the outside. It's up to you. The Raycon earbuds are about half the price and about twice as good as those other ones that keep falling out of your ears. Raycon earbuds come with, what's the word I'm looking for? Like little rubbery gizmos you stick on the...
tips.
Ear tips.
Ear tips. Okay, that way you get the right ear tips for the size of your ears. So Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. They've done a bunch of tweaking with them, and the new versions of these are absolutely fantastic. I've got them in my car right now. Raycon's also give you 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life. Great for that long trip, and they're priced just right. Like I said, about half the price of some of those premium audio brands. So you got to try them out. We get love letters about the Raycon earbuds. And I did mention the 3 customizable sound profiles, the earbud tap functions, noise isolation, so it's just you and the music, or maybe this show, and the awareness mode, so you can find out what's going on out there. You know, when she says, "Hey, you're burning the pizza." Oh, sorry, I was jamming to my jam. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So don't believe me. Don't believe Chick. Chick's the one that started wearing these years ago. Buy Raycon.com/Tom to get 15% off your Raycon order. This would be a nice Valentine's Day present. Oh, and then you could maybe record something for your sweetie. Try on the Raycons. Listen to this. It's a podcast of me interviewing me about you.
What?
Hey, these are concepts that I'm going to turn into an idea. Buy Raycon.com/Tom. Do it right now and get 15% off your Raycon order. Once again, it's a lot of three-letter words. Buy Raycon.com, Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Tom. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Do it right now, please. You won't regret it. You'll be sending us love letters. When we come back, we have the dumbest thing in the internet in recent years. It's called the Tranquilizer Challenge. Oh,
I look forward to hearing about it.
People are so dumb. Also, how would you like and why would you be using blood, real blood in ice?
Weird.
Yeah, we'll find out why that's a savior in a place when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
I know, we just landed. Hey, hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you have some great plans for the weekend. Of course, the NFL taking a quick hiatus before the big game coming up on February 12th on our own Kostaki Economopolis, and Willie Griswold, Tom's son, heading out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona, the site of Super Bowl 57, and they're going to be all over it there. Leading up to the Super Bowl, we'll be checking in with reports live from Glendale, Arizona, or wherever the heck they are. I'm not sure. They could be in some Motel 6 way, way, way outside of Glendale. But at any rate, we'll find out exactly what Kostaki and Willie Griswold will be doing. That's coming up soon as we get ready and geared up for the big game. Not this weekend, knuckleheads. It's the next weekend. So, again, hope you're enjoying your Friday. Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with your Bob and Tom sports headlines. Giannis had 20 of his 54 points in the fourth quarter, and the Milwaukee Bucks overcame a 21-point deficit to beat the L.A. Clippers 106-105 for their sixth consecutive victory. The Greek star also had 18 rebounds. He reached the 50-point mark for the third time in his last 11 games. He had a career-high 55 on January 3rd against Washington and scored 50 in only 30 minutes Sunday against New Orleans. The Clippers lost for the second time in 8 games and failed to capitalize on a couple of Milwaukee turnovers in the closing seconds. And LeBron James also had 26 points and pulled within 63 points of becoming the NBA's career scoring champion as the LA Lakers rallied to beat the Indiana Pacers 112-111. Elsewhere, New York down Miami 106-104. Cleveland over Memphis 128-113. Chicago Bulls beat Charlotte 114-98. Dallas over New Orleans 111-106. And Denver over Golden State 134-117. Top 25 college hoops. Number 3, Houston gets the win over Wichita State. Also winning, number 5, Arizona. Number 9, UCLA beat Washington. Number 12, Gonzaga over Santa Clara. And number 18, St. Mary's beat San Francisco. One upset, UAB over number 19, FAU, 86-77. That's a look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
You know, I got a lot of mail here at the ex-law office. Well, this comes from young Davey Radonovich. He asks, what is the difference between slander and libel? Well, what kind of idiotic, stupid question is that? What kind of little pea-brain moron would write me? I think if I were you, little Davey, I'd worry more about inbreeding than I would about the law. Davey, that was slander. If I would have written it down, it would have been libel.
This has been the Law Minute with ex-attorney Jack Thomas.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the law is your friend. It's the lawyers you have to watch out for. And remember this, the preceding has been a joke, not legal advice. Learn to know the difference.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
All right, this magician, he gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out his magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, I give. Where's the boat?
Oh, yeah.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
The Detroit Pistons, former champs of basketball. I have so many souvenirs, it's hard to list them all. I have piston pants, I have piston shorts, I have piston beer mugs, sometimes people don't even notice. I have piston ashtrays, I have piston shoes, I have piston basketballs, when I dribble they do too.
I have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, my dear, at the
Hi, Josh.
news desk. Pat Godwin.
Hi, Josh.
Looking sweet.
Feeling sweeter.
The very dapper Ace Cosby.
Hello, friends.
Willie Griswold with his devastatingly handsome good looks.
Check this out.
He's turning his head. He's modeling for us. He turned and he gave us a little bit of the
Blue Steel, right?
A little bit of the simmer there.
Doing my Robert De Niro face.
Oh, he's smoldering, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Arnold here. That's me. That's right. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And Tom, well, look at you. Have you ever looked better? My.
Yeah, many times. You know, I had some sleep, hair. You know, it was a different look.
Not sleeping in the new place, are you?
I'm not in my new place.
All right. In your interim place?
You're in limbo.
Living at someone else's house. Stepped on a dog in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you.
Hate that.
Well, it was too dark in there. And
yeah.
You think I could see the dog.
They're white.
70-pound white dog.
Did it scare the hell out of you?
No, it scared the hell out of the dog.
More so.
Fair enough.
Now, Pat, I asked you for a favor here. I want to hear a song.
Okay.
We were we talk about young love a lot.
Yes.
But I think it's time we talked about old love, and especially in the contemporary world where we have what's the word I'm looking for? Pharmaceuticals.
Sure.
Like what is it called? Cialis, Viagra, Levitra, and the various
they're all out.
Boner pills.
Thank you. That's the term.
I need a boner. Where's my pill?
But you know, when you're on the downswing, if you will, of life, you know, you've got fewer days coming than have gone, if you will. It's important to still.
I don't have many tomorrow.
Exactly.
Boy,
that's where this song comes in, and we have a tape recording of the background, the brilliant music from Steve Ali, of course, and the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Don't worry, folks. We'll get there at some point.
Yeah, don't worry. We got plenty of time.
Josh, it's a long show.
You know, you say that, and you make it feel longer than it needs to.
Patty G is going to be singing live as it happens.
I'm
so
going
don't
to be as
screw
old
it
as
up,
the
Pat.
character in this song once we start it.
Here it comes.
All right. Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Oh, I sit here all night long, going on about the weather. I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83. You said you're 78. Come on, girl, the night is young, we're not. Hop on the paddy wagon. The moon is full, You know what I'm thinking. Let's make love. We're old and we're shrinking. The hour is late. Let's just do it on our first date. That's right. Unhook your girdle and take off that face. Crawl into bed. Cut to the chase. It'll be just great. Let's do it on our first date. I took Viagra an hour ago. Put your teeth in a jar by the bed. Looky here who's poking out and waking from the dead. I want you right now, so don't give me no lip. It's too late for your hymen, but I might break your hip. The hour is late, let's get to it. On our first date. On our first date. The hell with arthritis, arterial thrombosis, acute angina, and your halitosis. It'll be great, let's get to it on our first date. We're too old for worrying about moving so fast. So if you're wearing depends, I'll just hose off your ass. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. Good girls wait till broad swing. You can take off your clothes, cause I can't see a thing. The hour is late, let's do it on our first date. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself on our first date. You guys have been great.
Live as it happens. Thank you very much. Great arrangement by Steve Ali. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? It is beautiful. I love those horns. And then you're talking about hosing off a...
Of course you'd go there.
The beauty over here and the lyrics over here.
It's all true.
Yeah.
All true. Often has to happen.
You know what's happening in the old folks home these days, Christy?
What?
With all those pharmaceuticals, yeah, you know.
I go to a senior facility quite regularly, and a lot of card playing is going on there. That's what I hear.
Under the table.
It's a strip poker. Hey, baby, you're going to pay me back later tonight.
They're not playing strip.
A lot of footsies.
You're going to break that hip.
Take those
Too late for your hymen. You know what I'm talking about.
Is that sometimes I go to my grandma's old folks home? What do you call those? Nursing facility?
No, you call
Assisted living.
Senior living.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No, I don't like senior. Sounds like you're in college.
It's better than assisted living because not all of them need assistance.
I hate the phrase senior citizens.
But basically, there's a little code whenever I go to the door and I can hear, Benny Goodman playing in there. I know she's getting frisky. I know she's getting crazy.
Boy.
Oh, yeah.
The old sock on the doorknob.
Yeah, the old Life Alert necklace on the doorknob there, you know.
Yeah, on a bolo tie, no less.
I've fallen and he can't get it up.
These are all great ideas. With the prevalence of these contemporary pharmaceuticals, it's a whole different ballgame in the assisted living facilities these days.
For the guys, especially.
Well, there are pills to get women moist. Right?
Juicy.
No.
There aren't pills yet for that?
Yeah, I think there are.
I think it's more salve.
There's a suppository, the type of vaginal suppository.
Oh, I see.
Depends what you're into.
No, I'm serious.
Hey, get the other one. It's my birthday.
Yes, that's what I meant by pill. It's a kind of a thing, like a thing that you would put in the sink and a little dinosaur would come out or whatever.
Replens, right?
Now, Pat, is that one of the winners, that tune?
Yeah.
Okay.
Years ago, 2005.
You got a couple of songs entered in the songwriting contest this year, right?
Yeah, I do. Coming up, yeah.
Okay, all right. I know that we've won that a couple times. Kind of fun. But that's a great arrangement. Those, by the way, real strings, real horns. Nothing funnier than getting expert musicians into our studio and explaining what the song is about.
We don't normally sing it when they're in there.
Yeah. But the real cello, real violins and violas. This is a song about hymen busting. Probably not. This is what you usually do when you play with the symphony. Just fun. Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Deck. What have we missed?
A man in Florida has been accused of breaking into a restaurant and defecating on the floor.
Yeah, boy.
He was arrested after jumping naked into a nearby river.
Oh, this guy's got a lot going on, huh?
Again, this is my new show, Meth or Bath Salts.
Man, oh, man.
The 43-year-old suspect became known as the Pooping Perp after he allegedly broke into a Joe's Crab Shack in Fort Myers, stole several items, and evacuated his bowels on the floor before leaving.
Oh, it says Crab Shack. My bad. Sorry, everybody.
This week, police said detectives responded to the report of a naked male that jumped into the Kalahusas, I don't know how to say this river's name.
It's Kalahusas-Samahibo.
Kalasuhachi River?
Oh, that's beautiful.
The Kalasuhachi River?
No, your pronunciation. I think you nailed it.
Oh. Authorities recognized...
Kalusahatchee.
Kalusahatchee, that's it. You're exactly right. Authorities recognized the man from their surveillance footage of the burglary at Joe's Crab Shack. You think I would know? I'm going down there tomorrow. After he was taken into custody, the suspect, Mr. Nathan Long, admitted to the break-in.
Yeah, I did it.
This is the third one of these things where the burglar has, or the suspect, if you will. I love they have to call him a suspect. You know, they got him on film.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
The pooperator. Wait a minute.
Perpetrator.
Yeah, let's just go with Mad Shatter. This is the third one of these we've had in 2 weeks.
There is something going on.
My apartment in New York got robbed once, and this is what happened.
Left a big hole.
The cop said this is relatively common.
For people to want to crap on your carpet?
Well, of course. Why not? I mean, my dogs have done it. No, it's just kind of an FU to the homeowner.
Yeah, deal with this too.
Yeah. That's why I believe in the death penalty.
You put him right to death.
Yeah, like the third one we've had.
I mean, there's no point there.
Do you deal with the fecal matter before you see whether your stuff has been stolen, or do you have to clean that up first?
No, you got to call the police. You can't touch that.
Will the police clean that up?
No. No, but you have to leave it there as
evidence.
You know.
Why wouldn't they take some? It's DNA.
Well, they might take a Q-tip's worth, but they're not going to.
They're really too busy to deal with. I mean, they've got other things to deal with other than that. Now, I want to see if you recognize this song. Where was the robbery again?
In Fort Myers at Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's Crab Shack.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever heard of well, let me see if you can recognize this tune. Pat, you may get this.
Yeah.
You got it yet?
Oh, you don't have it yet?
I don't.
Do you?
Yeah.
Crazy little shack beyond the tracks.
Remember this one?
I do.
And everybody calls it the Sugar Shack.
This was before Love Shack, baby.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a coffee house and it's made out of wood. Espresso coffee tastes
mighty good.
Oh,
Okay.
my God.
You don't remember this song?
No, that was on all the time on the oldies
That's
station.
not the reason why I've gotta get back up to that Sugar Shack. Whoa, baby, to that Sugar Shack.
Who does this song?
Oh, this is, of course, Jimmy Gilmer.
Of course.
And the Fireballs.
The Fireballs?
Fireballs.
That's what I said, Fireballs.
Yeah, that's a fun little song. The Sugar Shack.
Espresso coffee tastes
mighty good.
What are they talking about?
That is so cotton candy.
Yes.
You can take a dump on the restaurant floor at Joe's Crab Shack.
Joe's Crab Shack.
On the Catapucci, whatever. Yeah, this seems to be a thing now. I'd love to be the judge here.
What would your punishment be?
A jail cell with no toilet for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Hey, here's your bucket. Mm-hmm. Bread and water. No.
And here's your roommate. We call him Montezuma.
Yes, nothing but Mexican food for a week. You gotta break them, Christy.
In Rochester, New York, a man returned home not to find poop on his floor, but he did find his apartment on fire.
Oh, no.
And a guy inside eating his food and wearing his clothes.
Hey, how you doing?
Don't mind me.
That sure looks better on you than on me.
Rochester Fire Department said the tenant discovered his upstairs neighbor in his home with a fire burning in the background.
Good Lord.
The neighbor reportedly had broken into the apartment by kicking the door in, and an investigation revealed he lit the fire intentionally. Firefighters put out the blaze, which had burned a hole into the living room of the second-floor apartment. The suspect was arrested on charges of arson, burglary, and criminal mischief. What this guy do to piss off his neighbor?
Strange.
I wonder if there's a woman involved in this. Wonder if this is
I
some
don't
kind
know.
of, he set the place on fire.
And did it on purpose?
And then put on one of the guy's outfits.
Yeah,
and then sat down and started
there
eating
waiting
food.
for him.
I guess
Yeah.
this may be another candidate for my new show, Meth or Bath Salts.
Apparently.
If you're going to set a fire, doesn't he live upstairs?
Yeah, it went up through his living room floor.
So that's going to ruin his apartment.
Yep.
I guess he won't be there for a while.
Yeah.
You know, don't they usually put you in jail for arson?
Yeah,
Probably
arson,
not these days.
breaking
No,
and entering.
Yeah, it depends on where you
let
are.
him go. He's fine. He won't do it again until next week. Okay.
Man.
Now, Christy, give me the teaser. What's coming up?
Well, we have a guy named Mel Gibson in trouble in the news. Not that Mel Gibson.
Oh.
We have a missing sculpture. We have a bad day for one groundhog. And we have blood-flavored ice chips in the news.
What?
Blood flavored?
Blood, that's right, blood flavor.
Yeah.
And coming up, a state that is going to have its own official aroma.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, those legislators, they're really tackling the big issues.
Yeah, they're taking care of business, aren't they?
Don't worry about kids that don't have enough food at school. Let's have a state aroma. Sure, thanks very much. That's very helpful. Right now, I want to talk about great food, and that's where HelloFresh has stepped up. They're getting better all the time. 40 weekly recipes to choose from HelloFresh. How does it work? They do the shopping, saving you a lot of time at the grocery store. They do the measuring. So when it comes to putting together gourmet meals, you just follow the chart because they send you those cards with pictures and everything. They've got every kind of food from fit and wholesome to family-friendly to quick and easy, including some real quick 15-minute specialties like pork and bean burritos or the falafel power bowls. And Willie, tell us what you've been working on over there.
Check out the Italian chicken and pepper sandos with potato wedges and garlic sauce. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you have this delicious sandwich of fries that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
It's great for date night, Josh. It's great for teaching the kids how to cook, too. They've done the measuring. You just put them together. They've done the shopping, saving you a ton of time and a ton of money because they, of course, buy in bulk. More than 40 weekly recipes, like I said, curated by expert chefs. HelloFresh is committed to quality. Their ingredients travel from the farm to your doorstep. Now, here's the new deal going on at HelloFresh. 65% off if you use this code BTShow65. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow65. BT Show, like Bob Tom. BT Show 65. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 65. Once again, 65% off at HelloFresh. You heard what's coming up. Blood flavored ice. Why on earth would one want that? And then we've got a not-so-happy Groundhog Day story. We'll find out what I'm talking about. And, of course, also the dumbest thing in the Internet now, the Tranquilizer Challenge. You've been warned. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
And with us in the studio, that man, comedian Greg Hahn. Across the way, Chick McGee. You guys are working on a little something, I understand?
You kidding me? Those drums are nothing.
Yeah.
I'm a magician. Don't you notice the hair? It's my new hair shade. It's from Just for Eunuchs. Anyway.
Oh, really?
New shade of fake. They just came out with it.
Nice.
Well, I'm a magician. Chick and I, put it this way. The key to having a partner in magic is just having a guy that fibs a little, right?
Right.
Chick, have we ever met?
No!
See? Now.
Okay. Cool. You got.
I'm the great Calzone. Call me Cal.
He's in the zone.
Calzone.
Wow. That's
All right,
nice.
Chick, think of a number between 1 and 18,000. Is it a 6?
Yes.
Okay, now.
Good.
I will now saw a chick in 2 pieces. How do you feel?
Not half bad.
Call me Cal.
Oh. He's in the zone.
Calzone. All right. This thing's getting worse and worse. And now Chick's levitating.
Whee!
Calzone.
He's in the zone.
Already said Calzone.
Sorry.
Okay, that's quite an act you got there, General. That's quite an act.
6. Oh, are we done?
Yeah.
station. Tune in to us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Hello. Also, set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. Imagine that. Chick McGee, the first voice you hear, which could happen since he opens the show in the morning saying hello and introducing the cast. And, of course, he does sports right off the bat. That way he can check out about 7:30 Eastern. You're listening to Bob and Tom. Well, it's true. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Well, if Beyonce gets one win at the Grammy Awards, she passes Quincy Jones as the living person with the most Grammys. Jones and Beyonce are tied with 28. She leads the nominations with 9. Kendrick Lamar has 8. Adele and Brandi Carlile have 7 each. Trevor Noah will host the Grammys again. They'll air live from Los Angeles Sunday on CBS. Sylvester Stallone, your action hero, now has a reality show. It's called The Family Stallone. It will follow Sly, his wife Jennifer, and their 3 daughters. 2 of the daughters want to get into film. One is still figuring out what she wants to do, and The Family Stone is going to premiere on Paramount Plus in the spring. Titanic director James Cameron will settle the debate. Could Jack have survived? Fans have argued for years Rose could have let Jack onto the door that she was using as a raft. Cameron conducted experiments with hypothermia experts for a National Geographic Channel special about the film. Titanic, 25 years later with James Cameron, airs Sunday. Finally, the question will be answered. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What animal takes up the most land?
What?
A groundhog.
Of course he does. Hogging all the ground.
What do you call a pig with no legs?
What?
Groundhog.
That was Ace Cosby's joke.
Man, oh man.
How do groundhogs smell?
Awful.
With their nose.
You idiot.
Okay, just a quick heads up. If you're working with anybody who's going to retell those jokes later, just go ahead and either quit or...
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m.
Hi, this is
Eastern.
Greg Warren, and you're
Bob
listening
and Tom
to
24/7.
24/7.
I used to have a corporate job, but I figure why should I have a job that pays $200 a day when I could be a comedian and make that in a week? All right. There we go. I like going to job interviews. They're the worst interviews. Greg, before we get started, would you like something to drink? No, thanks. Had a few beers before I came in. Do you have any experience? I don't even have an appointment. They always ask you questions where they try to make you sabotage yourself. Have you noticed that? They're like, so tell us, where do you think you could use improvement? As if you're going to say, well, I am seething with hostility. I've got a debilitating character flaw. I cannot stop throwing staple guns. Does this look like ringworm to you? You know. Tell us about yourself. Well, I've got pink eye and my foot's asleep. Got matching silverware for the plate in my head. I think I can fly. I collect ointment. What can you bring to our company? Head lice. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Next to you, the dumpster behind the airport. Where do I start? How do you like my weight belt?
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Where are you from, by the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
Small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Tom, tell us about your life. You married, single? What's going on?
Married. Very happily married. I got a friend going through a midlife crisis. You know anyone like that?
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking me what he should do.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep telling him cheating is like growing pot.
Like growing pot?
You can do it and get away with it, but you can't ever, ever tell anyone.
Ever. Anybody.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass.
Calm.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold here. That's right. I'm saying my name before the show from now on.
As you should.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Ace
Where's Josh sitting?
Josh Arnold is sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. I am Josh Arnold, and Josh Arnold says, "Hey, Cosby, how are you?"
Doing good.
Willie Griswold over there.
There's my buddy Josh Arnold. Right in front of me, Josh Arnold.
And there's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you, Josh Arnold.
You're very welcome.
Nice to see you. Just announced, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Arnold doing the stand-up comedy show at the Diamond Joe Casino, April 1st. This is no April Fool's joke. It's in Dubuque. Once again, April 1st. Is that a Friday, Saturday?
That is a Saturday.
Saturday night. April 1st, just announced.
Because Friday I'll be in Saginaw, Michigan. Who's booking my tours?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
This Friday?
No.
31st.
Okay. On the
Friday.
31st. Yeah.
Before April 1st.
Are you kidding?
Nope. So I'll have, if you have any podcast recommendations.
Yes. It's very helpful to be stopping that way when you're going to Cedar Rapids. And I've done that before, and I messed up. I was going to Dubuque, and I didn't realize how big the state of Iowa is. Not helpful at all when you're going to Dubuque. It's an 8.5-hour drive home, too.
Wow. Well, this is very exciting. I didn't know about that. Speaking of the need for small aircraft, we were talking earlier this morning about someone who may or may not be a friend of the show who was on a small airplane smoking marijuana, and it caused problems with the pilots because it was leaking through the air system. I got this from a gent who worked at Gulfstream Aerospace.
Oh, nice.
He said the pilots for various rock groups used to have to wear oxygen masks while the group smoked pot on board the plane.
What'd I say? Yeah.
I would
I'd like to have a
think
G5. Could that guy hook me up?
in the era of vape pens and weed gummies, can't the fellas just not turn up for the whole flight? You need to have the actual flower going.
Wait a second.
Well, I think this was back in the day before gummies and stuff.
That makes sense.
And even some of today's, but you think you're going to be able to talk the Doobie Brothers into using vapes?
It's in the name, man. It's just doobies, okay?
I think they're probably mature enough at this point, self-disciplined. They probably all have very nice 401ks and houses in Hawaii.
Josh, would you and I rather like to start a vape pen, a DJ group, a DJ duo, and we're called the Vape Pen Brothers? Do you want to do it? Are you in?
Boy,
it doesn't have the romance of doobage.
Yeah, I'm not a vapey. That's what I call you people, vapey.
I call them vapists, and people hate it.
Yeah.
Serial vapist.
Yeah,
statutory vapist.
All right, that's you
only
always
vapes with
take
high school girls.
Didn't need the tag. Didn't need the explanation.
No.
Unnecessary on all
I'm sorry.
accounts.
Where were we? Christy Lee is at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Ashamed to be here. What have you got?
Yes, I am ashamed.
Oh, by the way, while I'm at it, I forgot to mention this. Speaking of Dubuque. Am I getting this right? Willie G at the Comedy Bar on Dubuque. That's going to be Friday, March 24th and Saturday, March 25th.
Yep, week before Josh.
Okay, there we go.
We're doing a competition, who sells more tickets, and the point spread is Willie G minus 47. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Quebec's version of the groundhog died the night before Groundhog Day. The event's organizer, Roberto Blondin, stated, "This year it's true, it's sadly true, I'm announcing the death of Fred."
Fred!
Blondin said that the 9-year-old groundhog did not wake up when organizers went to check on him Wednesday night.
Your 9-year-old groundhog, you're obviously pushing it. Just get a new one every year and just call it.
Yes, of course. It's like having an 80-year-old president. Who would have...
The event continued despite the lack of a groundhog. They chose a child to stand in for Fred.
No, they didn't.
Give the annual prediction.
And what happened?
London pulled a stuffed groundhog from Fred's log cabin and handed it to a child who decided whether spring would come early. Spring is delayed, the child announced. Blondin said next year Fred Jr. would return. So apparently they're going to find a new groundhog.
It's going to be staying winter. Let me get this straight. In Canada, and yesterday was February 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
What a prediction.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Why do they
So this predicting groundhog, I guess, didn't predict his own demise.
No.
The day before the event.
It would have been funny if they just tried to pull it off with a squirrel. They just got another small... Look at the groundhog.
Wow.
Fred, today's the...
Fred,
it's your day, dude.
You know that great song from...
He's really tuckered out. Fred.
You know the
What
great song
song?
I'm thinking of, don't you?
No.
From the movie
Ground-
Groundhog Day?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, give me a
Muskrat Love? What? Oh, no, those are muskrats, not groundhogs.
I'll find it. You can do something, and I'll play it for you in just a second.
Do the Freddy?
No, I love Do the Freddy.
Oh, calls him thanks. Animal
Fred, right, Tom?
Thanks. Oh, we're going to hear from Rodney Carrington?
We could, but first...
Right Said Fred?
No.
Oh.
Now, what is the context here?
Freddy's dead?
Thank you, Ace.
Oh, I wanted Fred Durst.
Freddy's dead. Curtis
that's right.
Mayfield?
Freddy's dead from the movie
Superfly.
Superfly?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Curtis Mayfield, as you
Yes,
pointed out.
that's a great album. That was one of my first albums. I loved it.
Curtis Mayfield?
Mm-hmm. Superfly.
Okay, I'll try to find
Honey, what
Freddy's
the hell's
dead.
Christy listening to?
There was no man in the house at that time.
I love Honest Christie.
I don't have the Greg on button.
There's no way my mom knew what I was listening to. She was not interested.
Out with Men.
The first album. Okay. I'm sorry. Where were we?
Animals at the Rio de Janeiro Zoo. Are
Wait, okay, I'm sorry. Here it is. Here's our little tribute. Forgive me.
It's hard to understand. There was love in this man. I'm sure all would agree that his misery was this woman and things. Now Freddy's dead. That's what I said.
Now, that was a hit,
Yeah.
and it was also kind of a spoiler.
Yeah, if you saw the movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't know Freddie was dead. I mean, going into the movie.
Yep.
There's Freddie.
Or Fred.
Here he's dead. Yeah, I was listening to the radio. They were all over it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, but there are a lot of great Fred songs. The first, of course, is this classic.
I blame you, Josh Arnett.
This is Freddie and the Dreamers. By the way, that Freddie also dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
All right.
Yeah. The Freddie was kind of like doing one-legged jumping jacks.
It was ridiculous.
So it was a great dance.
It was
I think
ridiculous.
we'd be remiss if we didn't play
You
this.
never picked up a girl doing the Freddie, I guarantee it.
Oh, well.
Look at this guy coming our way. Freddie.
They think you're a fun guy. This is a classic that features the Bob and Tom Band. And Rodney Carrington, a nice arrangement by Michael Clark and Steve Ali.
Oh, those guys are good.
That was his first hit, Rodney's first hit.
All right.
He's doing okay now.
When they put it on his first album, which we were all part of, they didn't put that version on.
Because he was
Seems
smoking.
quaint now, doesn't it?
Yeah, because that's the original that we did that mentions marijuana.
Right.
The one they put on the album did not. Because God forbid that a country artist would be dabbling.
Could you imagine? I mean, what would happen? Starts wearing bandanas.
Yeah.
When we come back, Christy Lee, what's happening at the news
We have
desk?
blood-flavored ice chips. We have a new aroma, state aroma, possibly.
It's not blood-flavored ice chips, is it?
No, it's not.
And
it's
we have
actually
the
a good aroma.
The Tranquilizer Challenge, another bit of idiocy
Yeah.
to thin the herd.
And we're going
thanks
to
the
try
news.
that next.
No.
Pat Godwin.
Okay.
No. He is.
The Quinlan Award. Anybody get that? You're welcome. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
What we gonna do? I think we're gonna do a little song. All right. About your britches, baby.
About your britches.
About your britches. One, two, three. Monday, Tuesday, hump day is halfway. Stick it in the pig, pop it in the bank. Saturday's coming quicker than a thing. 4 Ready for the rendezvous. I'm gonna blow a wad on you. Oh, 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 I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. Gonna pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, you know. Yeah, I'm coming in my pants. My shirt is my best suit, baby. Come in my I'll pick your flower. Gonna be there in an hour. Coming in my pants, shine shoes, and my necktie, honey. I'm so excited, you know. I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited, you know. I can't wait, baby. I'm so excited. I hope that I don't come too
Fantastic. Here come the mummies.
Is the 73-year-old Springsteen's best known for, but kicking off with No Surrender and finishing it with a solo acoustic, I'll See You in My Dreams. Springsteen in fine voice, his big band matched his energy. 19 musicians on the stage at various points during the show. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band back out on tour. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
When I say America, what comes to mind? For me, it's simple. Mom, apple pie, and whole milk. They've been around forever. Let's hope that doesn't change. But did you know this country is actually importing whole milk? Why waste the money shipping milk from overseas when we've got the best darn fresh milk in the world right here on our own soil? You have a choice, America. So the next time you're in the market for milk, look for the flag. Old Glory Whole Milk. Old Glory Whole Milk stands alone. It's the best milk across the board.
Hey, fellas. I'm long-time over-the-road trucker, Floyd Tucker. The next time you crave whole milk, ask your fellow truckers where you can find Old Glory Whole Milk. And then ask if they're a cop. Take it from me. It's something else.
Old Glory Whole Milk. Just say when.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender and fit.
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
You know, I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy
heavy.
job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show.
He'll also have a Monday show down there.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's Pat Godwin coughing.
Sorry about that.
There's
Yeah, wait till we turn the mics on.
There's Christy.
I'm kidding, Pat.
Christy Lee.
I know.
At the news desk. Ace Cosby, how are you?
Flattening and kicking, baby.
We have a joke coming up, I know
Yeah.
that.
Pretty good.
Oh, a good one, huh?
Indeed. Willie
Promises,
Griswold.
promises.
Hey, man.
Every day.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Chick McGee out today. Who can blame him? And there's Tom Griswold.
Now, do you want to hear the all-new Grammy Award nominee version of the Ace Cosby intro?
No, I don't
auto-tuned?
like it. No.
You want
Yes.
I want to hear the ladies singing.
It is the ladies.
No, but not auto-tune.
Well, here's what the auto-tune thing
Doesn't
is.
matter what we want.
You don't have to do it. Here it is, Ace.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
No, that's the auto-tune version. That throws you off. Okay, so we'll get the real girls out here. Ladies, please.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
A man assaulted me with milk, butter, and cheese. How dare he?
How dare he indeed? How dare he? And how about this for Valentine's Day? Pajamagram. Give her soft, silky, naturally nude pajamas available at pajamagram.com. Use code NUDE, N-U-D-E, and save 25% off your order of naturally nude pajamas. Thank you, Pajamagram. Thank you, Ace, for that fine joke.
And those naturally nude pajamas are great. Check it out.
Yes.
And they come in a variety of colors. Check it out at pajamagram.com. Apropos of nothing, got a special request here. This is
We were actually talking about off-air. Yeah.
Rachel Feinstein, comedian, great, funny, and this is one of my favorite things ever. This is so weird
Your
and
dad
odd.
loved this, Willie Live.
Comes out of nowhere. Let's just give it a listen. Rachel Feinstein is our guest. Rachel, do you have your phone out already?
I do have it out, yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time?
Well, I just got on Instagram. I don't really understand my phone. I just like hand it to people and I'm like, whenever anything happens. I just make weird sounds and I throw it to somebody.
Take a photo, something.
Yeah, I'm like, something like that. I don't know how everything works. Like, I just started Instagram like 2 days ago and I forgot already how to place videos on it. I don't know how to use any of it. It frightens me. But
Are any of these erotic or are these just primarily?
No, they're all erotic. Just pure.
Every one of them.
Yeah,
Doesn't he have great
I'm
questions?
a comedian, but it's my erotic channel. Yeah, and it's great. It's just me taking sponge baths with other women.
How about you and your boyfriend? Did you ever exchange the so-called sexting messages? That can
Right. It doesn't have to be a photograph.
Right. A bit of role play. Yeah. I'm always up for a bit of role play. But the thing is, like, I like to pretend, like, you know, in those old movies, like, the women were always just these wild morons, you know? Like, and they were always, like, lost. And so I like to pretend like I don't understand stuff and he's going to explain it to me, you know?
Oh, that's
like,
good.
I don't understand it. When I try to do stuff on my own, I get all confused, like you tell me.
This is a zipper.
Oh, all right. It's a zipper then. Okay. And then I like to pretend like the guy tricked me into the sex, and then I'm like one of those morons from the old movies, and like the moment it's done, I'm realizing it's like all been some sort of a ruse. I like to be like, but I thought you said that was going to help the children get their cure for polio. You said if we did all those awful things, it would help those poor children. Oh, wait a second, Johnny, it was all a lie, wasn't it?
That's right, baby. It was a lie. That's right. Just shut your mouth.
On.
Hilarious.
Those children are no better for the godless things we've done. And now look at me laying here all covered in sin.
Rachel Feinstein. God, that's funny.
Go see her if she's anywhere near
I
you.
love that voice.
Yes.
That is just, you don't hear that anymore.
It's so weird.
That is beautiful.
Is that called the Mid-Atlantic accent? Have I heard that before?
I don't know what. I think it's just that movie, that era.
Yeah, the 40s.
You know, people talked like that. I don't even know what. It's
so
just
strange.
Just perfect, though, the way she's got it nailed.
Yes.
We have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. We've plugged several things we haven't gotten to yet. What are they?
15 grade school students in Mexico needed treatment after taking part in a so-called tranquilizer challenge.
Oh, boy.
According to CBS News, days after health authorities issued a national alert about this craze, 5th and 6th grade students at a school in Guanajuato took tranquilizers to see who could stay awake the longest.
Oh.
Guanajuato Mayor Alejandro Navarro said students were treated at the school and urged parents to supervise their kids' use of social media. It was the 4th school in Mexico this year to have students participate in this online challenge dubbed Last One to Fall Asleep Wins.
My gosh.
Why do they have to use tranquilizers? Why can't they just go to class?
Good point.
History class.
Where are they getting tranquilizers?
In grade school.
How is that readily available to children?
That in itself is scary.
Yeah.
I was hoping this was tranquilizer guns, where you had to run around a field or whatever, and then your friend had a gun and shot you with a trank. And,
oh my god!
And if you,
you're probably inventing this as you speak. This is going to be the next thing. So this is all well and good, but who won?
Oh, I don't know who won.
That'll tell you.
No, but in Italy, their top court has ruled that children are not obligated to see their grandparents if they don't want to.
Finally, good.
I don't want to.
The case was brought to court by a set of grandparents who were unable to meet their grandchildren, quote, due to the obstacles established by the parents and a family conflict. Ooh.
So
I see. The grandparents are claiming they have some sort of grandparental right.
Right.
But now the court says they don't?
That's what they're saying.
Luigi says old people smell.
Sure we do. But that doesn't mean you can't love us.
But Mama, Grandma's a good cook and not like you. Grandma's spaghetti tastes good. Yeah, I guess the court doesn't have to step in, but that's a shame.
It's kind of a sad.
It's very sad.
It's very sad.
I think.
Why can't we just?
They may regret that at the reading of the will.
Yeah.
Here we go. This will make it not sad. What if in Italian court you have to swear in before you talk? What if they're swearing in on a lasagna? Is that fun for you guys?
It's a little less sad.
That's a good time for me, I think.
Yeah.
Hot lasagna. Put your hand on the lasagna and repeat after me.
Ouch!
Oh, ouch.
I swear on a stack of lasagnas, Your Honor.
You mean a business.
Lawmakers in the state of Connecticut may offer posthumous exonerations for those who were accused of being witches over 300 years ago.
Timely.
For a 15-year period starting in 1647, decades before the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts. 9 women and 2 men were executed by the colony of Connecticut for witchcraft. During that time, more than 40 people faced trial for having ties to Satan.
How do we know they didn't?
Now, historians, researchers, and descendants of the accused witches, as well as their accusers, hope to clear the names of those who were persecuted. Connecticut State Representative Jane Garibay recently proposed an exoneration resolution after receiving letters from 8th and 9th generation relatives of accused witches. Man, you talk about not having a lot to do. She said they're talking about how this has followed their families from generation to generation, and that they would love for someone to just say, hey, this was wrong. And to me, that's an easy thing to do if it gives people peace, which is true.
Been a while, though.
Yeah.
They certainly waited a spell.
It sure did.
Waited a Get it? Spell. And Floyd gave me that joke. Again, don't they have better things to do? Who's carrying that around?
Maybe they really.
I bet
maybe they really were witches, and that's why it's a problem.
You're one of the Arnolds.
Exactly. I guarantee that
your great ×7 grandfather was executed as a witch.
Yes.
I think that happens
in those kind of communities. I bet there are still some folks.
Wow.
We would never invite a Walters over for dinner.
I can't eat steak because my great was burned at the stake.
Oh, I still can't eat one.
Is there a restaurant that has burned at the stake for like their Pittsburgh style? Pittsburgh style. You ever read that, Ace?
He loves burned
You wouldn't eat that, would you? Because you don't like rare meat, do you?
No.
Pittsburgh style, they cook it real quick on 2 sides in hot oil.
Nope.
So it's crispy and blackened, but it's almost raw in the middle. Delicious.
No.
Okay. Now, we've got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yes, we do.
And don't be one of those guys, I forgot about
11
Valentine's
days.
Day. It's just around the corner. You got plenty of time if you act today. And I would do this one today because Steven Singer Jewelers is featuring something that is a limited edition. We were talking to Steven yesterday. It's the 24-karat gold-dipped American Beauty Rose. It's a real rose dipped in pure gold, and this year's color is called Periwinkle. There's one right over there by Josh. It's kind of a purplish violet, and it's a flower that won't die, put it that way. It's not going to die next week. It's going to be beautifully coated in gold. What can I say? You got to see it to believe it. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. It's a Steven Singer exclusive. $59 is where these babies start, and it will be packaged for you and shipped free. So check it out right now. It's IHateStevensinger.com, the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. Once again, fast and free shipping in time for Valentine's Day. The gold-dipped roses. Also, Steven Singer, of course, famous for earrings, bracelets,
necklaces. Look at this beautiful necklace you could get.
That's so pretty.
It really is pretty.
Now, get all the details at IHateStevensinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Once again, if you're a rose person, this is the Periwinkle. Is the edition this year, the 24-karat gold-dipped American Beauty Rose exclusively at IHateStevensinger.com. When we come back, the ice, well, it's made with blood. Why? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Yeah, it is. Mark Allison along with you on a Friday morning, February 3rd. Thanks for being here, listening to the Bob and Tom Show all morning long. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel. Did you know we have a YouTube channel? It's true. Anytime, even right now, just go to YouTube, search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as you're listening to the show. How cool is that? We've got cameras in the studio. Jeff Oskey switching back and forth seamlessly when he's not giving us the news that we failed to mention, of course. But we keep him busy otherwise, doing lots of odd jobs around here. Who knows what he does once he leaves this show? But you can check with him. I know one thing he does. He goes on the road. He'll be at Simplicity Furniture Shop in Evansville, Indiana, with our own Pat Godwin. That's going to be a great show. Again, Simplicity Furniture Shop, Saturday, February 11th, Evansville, Indiana, patgodwin.com, or Jeff Oskey on his Instagram at Jeff Oskey, O-S-K-A-Y, Jeff Oskey. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, some fun things to do with your life. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom news update. Growing numbers of people are apparently flocking to U.S. churches that center their practice around a bitter psychedelic tea known as ayahuasca. Organizers and their legal advisors argue a 2006 Supreme Court ruling protects them from prosecution, and participants say they're taking part in a religious service. Some experts raise questions that the benefits of ayahuasca haven't been well studied. Many who attend the ceremonies, which can last for days, argue their experience on the illegal substance brings them closer to God than they ever felt at a traditional religious service. Whether looking for love or a casual encounter, 3 in 10 U.S. adults say they have used a dating site or app. New research from the Pew Research Center says that for the under 35 set, more than half used the platforms. The overall number is unchanged since 2019, the last time the center took a look at online dating. Asked to choose among 4 potential reasons why they do it, 44% of current or recent users said finding a long-term partner was their goal. 40% wanted to date casually, 24% in search of casual sex, and 22% just looking for a new friend. And a whale that washed ashore in Hawaii over the weekend likely died in part because it ate large volumes of fishing traps, fishing nets, plastic bags, and other marine debris. The whale's death highlights the threat to wildlife from the millions of tons of plastic that ends up in the oceans every year. The animal's body was first noticed on a reef off of Kauai on Friday. High tide brought it ashore the next day. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning. Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche. You don't? You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, oh, girl, I ain't seen you in a... Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Tom, when you write 4, the number, do you connect the top, like in that point, or do you leave it open?
I do connect the top, and I don't know how that
You do?
started.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you?
I don't. But I always wanted to.
Yeah, there's my 4.
Then it looks too
Oh, yeah.
That's fancy.
Yeah, it looks too much like a 9.
Looks like a triangle with a.
That's a 9. You can see the
That
difference.
is clearly 49. Yeah, that is not. No one would mistake that for 44.
Oh, or 99 or 94. What's going on?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have comedian Nick Griffin. Nick, you were saying that you were a communications major in college, but you have trouble communicating with people.
I think what my big problem is I don't care about the same things that other people care about, and obviously I live in Hollywood, and there's constant entertainment news, and you just, everywhere you turn, every little article in the grocery store line. Demi Moore, she has a career, 3 kids, and is going out with a 28-year-old hunk. How does she stay so fit? I don't know, she makes $10 million a movie. That might help. For that kind of money, she could hire a guy who did nothing all day but swat cookies out of her hand. Literally.
Oh, cookie! Stop it! Stop it!
Get a whole nother guy for cakes and pies.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Now.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk, dancing away. Ready for the weekend.
Ready for my vacation.
Oh, heading to Eastern Europe?
Yep.
How about
That's right.
She's buying a baby.
Buying a baby.
Not that again.
They're
You
on
need to
sale
come
this
up with
time
a
of
better
year.
Buying a
story.
baby. It's the way it seemed.
Pat Godwin over there in the music room.
Yes.
Still selling your son?
Yes.
All right.
On eBay.
Okay.
E-boy, we call it.
Ace Cosby over there.
Sadly, there probably is an E-boy. I'm guessing in San Francisco. Oh, sorry.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, guys.
Shaking his head.
We were having so much fun.
No, we were.
E-boy was a fun little riff.
Josh Arnold here. I hate StevenSinger.com sidekick chair. Tom Griswold.
Just thinking about something.
Oh, what are you thinking about? What's on your mind?
Christy had that news story about in Italy. These grandparents went to court because they wanted to see their grandchildren, and then the parents wouldn't let them. It's very sad.
Sad.
But I was thinking, my first thought was, well, wait till it's time to read the will.
Yeah.
It's not going to be in there. But also for the kids, they're missing out. I mean, every birthday getting that card with 50,000 lira in there. It's euros. Now shut up. We have Christy Lee over there.
Today is National Carrot Cake Day.
I am a fan of carrot cake, but
I am too.
And you know what? I'm going to celebrate
by getting a carrot cake
and by enjoying this special feature.
There he is. I was wondering if he was up there. It's Jeff Oskey joining us from somewhere in the building. And that's a nice tie you've got on.
Why, thank you. I'm wearing the Ducks today.
That's very nice. And Jeffrey has a full beard.
I do?
Yeah, it's kind of the Ted Kaczynski look that he sports.
That's right. Don't open your mail, everybody.
Now, what's the name of the feature?
Well, my feature is the Failed to Mention News. We give you a lot of the news each week here on the Bob and Tom Show, but we don't give you all the news. So what I do, I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news.
A woman carried a bouquet of onions instead of flowers on her wedding day. What you failed to mention, my lady wants to get married. It'll be my third marriage, and I don't want it until I heard this, and I was like, you know what? Onions in the dude, you put a blooming onion as a centerpiece on the wedding tables. I'll marry you. All right. I'll marry you tomorrow. We'll get a sponsorship. We'll get paid. Let's do this. A woman got married in a wedding gown made of cake. What you failed to mention, my favorite part of the ceremony was when the official announced that the groom may now eat the bride.
She's made of cake, you see.
Thanks. No one would have figured that one out, Tom. Thanks. eBay eBay has stopped the sale of used women's underwear. Yeah, what you failed to mention, that's right, guys. Now you'll have to get them the old-fashioned way, snatching them from your neighbor's hamper while using their bathroom during a euchre tournament.
So specific.
Oh, that's how I get all mine.
That goes into the live stack.
Yeah. You want to get them from the hamper, though, Christy, because if they're in the dryer, they're no longer game worn.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Just want to underscore that. I'm trying to help them.
A school official stole over $1 million worth of wings over the past year from a school district. Well, you failed to mention this lady's having a hard time drumming up any support.
Come on.
There. That's for Willie, old wing boy over there.
See, they're the chicken drums, Christy.
Yes.
The drummies.
It's an alternate to the wing, you see.
That's correct, sir. A assistant basketball coach filled in for a missing player by impersonating a 13-year-old and wearing that player's jersey for the game. What you failed to mention, people became suspicious after the impersonator would have her teammates take a lap each time they missed a shot. Take a lap.
She was the coach.
I am loving you today, Tom.
Just trying to fill in the blanks.
Thank you, sir. There's a new online sex store where people can sell their used toys. Well, you failed to mention, I'm starting one where women donate their old sex toys. I'm calling it Good Dill. A shoplifter was caught trying to steal a 30-inch dildo from a sex shop. Well, you failed to mention, yeah, it's hard escaping the long dong of the law. A man found $5,000 in his bag of McDonald's after pulling away from the drive-thru. What you failed to mention, good for him. I can't even get him to put the dipping sauces in my bag.
I want a sweet and sour sauce.
And you know what? We're going to double down on this. The man returned the money to McDonald's, which he was given a free month's worth of food and $200. Thanks, McDonald's. Well, you failed to mention only a month's worth of McDonald's and $200. Well, then I guess I'll have 87 quarter pounders with cheese, 87 large fries, 5,000 chicken nuggets, and a Diet Coke. And finally, big news in just personal life. I'm selling my truck. That's
really?
right. Gas is just too expensive. Thanks, Joe. Anyways, it has a brand new engine with a 100,000-mile warranty. What you failed to mention, I'm selling it for $18,000, or I'm willing to trade it for 3 dozen eggs. And don't try to low me. I know what I got. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news that we failed to mention.
What you failed to mention news. Jeff Oskey. Very nice.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Now, let's see. I wanted to hear something from Pat Godwin again. We had an unusual story this morning about Derek Jeter, the great baseball player. He was talking about a famous slump that he had and how he got out of the slump. Do you remember the story, Willie?
Yeah, he wore a gold thong that another teammate was wearing to break slumps, and he wore his shorts, pair of basketball shorts, athletic shorts, whatever, underneath the thong.
And then that obviously his uniform went over that, so
of course
the fans didn't see him wearing this gold thong. He was talking about it with Jimmy Fallon on The Tonight Show. His exact words, "I once wore a thong in public in front of thousands of people." And it's true, they did some homework on it. He had gone 0 for 32 in the spring of 2004, and while wearing the thong, the first pitch thrown to him, he hit for a home run.
Yeah, it was cool. He was rounding the bases, pulled his jersey up, showed off his whale tail. People loved it.
Oh, they went crazy.
Yeah, see, it would have been funnier if you put it on the outside of his.
Pat, you have written a brilliant tribute to this. I'd like to hear it again.
Just a slump-busting gold thong got Jeter out of a losing streak. It's wrapped around his buttocks, stuck in his crack. It's hard for Jeets to take a leak. Oh, yeah. His teammate swears that it works. It'll get him out of that rut. Then Jeter hits a home run with that gold thong up his butt. Come on now. Just a slump-busting gold thong. That filthy thing goes on when the chips are down. Come on now. Just a slump-busting gold thong. Oh, wash it good and send it to Cooperstown.
What a classic. Thank you very much. We got to send that to Mr. Jeter. If not,
I'm
if
sure
not the
he'll
Three Dog Night. It's a true classic. Christy Lee is once again at the Bob and Tom News. Have we missed anything?
Animals at the Rio de Janeiro Zoo are surviving a brutal heat wave thanks to ice flavored with blood. As temperatures soar to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, the zoo's carnivores lap up chicken, minced meat, and bovine blood-flavored ice. Marina Morales...
I loved her in West Side Story.
Yeah. Marina Morales, a biologist at the zoo, said primates get fruit ice creams and the herbivores get frozen kale, pumpkin, and carrot.
Oh.
But they freeze the blood into cubes?
Yep.
There you go. The carnivores need it, like it.
Seems cold-blooded to me. What would you, if you were a vampire
Yeah.
and it was hot outside, could you create something like a bobsicle? You drain the blood of a guy named Bob, freeze it up with some sticks. Let's go enjoy the carnival. It's dark out. Having a bobsicle. That's a kind of smart move, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, don't you? Who were you? Were you the one telling me about making ice cubes out of tomato juice to put in a Bloody Mary?
I wasn't. I don't drink Bloody Marys.
We had the ice cubes made out of coffee.
Well, that was it.
Coffee.
Yeah.
But the Bloody Mary idea, that's genius.
Make so the coffee thing, you make the ice cubes out of coffee. So if you're drinking iced coffee, they don't water it down. Is that the? that's the
Yeah.
mission?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that would apply to almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you ever know anybody that drinks a beer with ice in it?
Yes. I had an aunt who did that, cousin who did that. I called her an aunt, but she was really a cousin.
Not Aunt Theo, was it?
No.
Okay.
This was cousin Nancy.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, she would put ice in her beer.
Okay. Kind of waters it down.
I
But
kind of put ice
I've
in my
done it.
Chardonnay sometimes.
you done it, Ace?
Yeah, ice and beer, yeah.
What was the point?
I just really like my beer ice cold, and I, if I'm at home and have a beer, I'll put it in the freezer for a half hour.
Yeah, I got you.
Do you ever forget it?
Yes.
Why do my pizza rolls taste like Busch Light?
Are you a beer in a can or bottle?
Bottle.
Yeah.
Me
Christy,
too.
you like it in the can?
No, I like it in the bottle.
Oh. And then you shove that up your
You couldn't help yourself.
So have you ever had bottles of beer in your refrigerator and your refrigerator's just a little too cold and it slushes up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Not good.
no.
Oh, it's actually,
I'm wrong.
it's not bad.
It's not
yeah.
bad at all.
It's like a Miller High Life slushie.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh, you're just no fun.
I know. I'm terrible. What else have you got over there, Christy?
New Mexico is going to consider making the smell of roasted chili the official state aroma.
Why not?
Senator Bill Souls'
Yeah, why not?
proposal.
They don't have any problems with homelessness or anything else there. Let's just work on stuff like a state smell.
Would make New Mexico the first state in the nation to have an official state smell.
Thank God.
Legislation recognizing roasted chili as the official aroma passed in its first committee this week. Supporters say it's not likely to fire up much debate. It's so good. What's wrong with it?
Well, they stole the idea from France.
They did?
Yeah, where the state smell is cigarettes and B.O.
Oh, jeez.
Those filthy frogs.
How about the states that are downwind from New Mexico? And there's
I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday about how I miss green chili in New Mexico, and there are people like that just have stands by the side of the road where they're roasting chilies, and you can. Oh,
I was going to say that.
so good,
Tasty. In Colorado, in front of Alfalfa's the grocery store, there'd be a guy spinning.
Yep.
Looks like he's doing a bingo night, but there's just a bunch of roasted chilies in there.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
So what would Colorado's state smell be?
We got-
Skunked out pot?
There
Yes,
we go.
weed. Maybe that, or however it smells in the top of a mountain.
Oh, that's nice. Clean mountain air.
Well, the New York subway system has a smell.
Yeah.
Many.
Urine.
Human urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's boy.
Okay. Well,
Australian authorities have found that tiny radioactive capsule that fell off the back of a truck.
What is this? What's going on here?
I don't know, and how this happened is beyond me. The capsule, the size of a pea, was found south of the mining town of Newman on the Great Northern Highway.
Hello, Newman.
Specialist equipment on board a search vehicle
Hello,
picked up
Jerry.
radiation emitting from the capsule, while portable search equipment located at about 6 feet from the side of the road.
So it was like a sophisticated long-distance Geiger counter or something?
Basically, yeah.
What was this for, the radioactive pee?
I have no idea. The discovery ends a 6-day search with crews scouring the entire length of the 870-mile highway for the capsule.
The guy that found it, he would not take a reward.
No?
Well, he couldn't hold it because his hand had turned to slime. But
the last time I heard about radioactive pee, I was reading about a bedridden Marie Curie.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
She died.
Chief Health
A
Officer
painful, awful death.
Andy Robertson said the capsule did not appear to have been moved, nor any injuries reported. So
Thank
that's
goodness.
good news.
What I saw in the news is even at that small size, it was still very dangerous.
Oh, yeah, we talked about
It's
that.
going to turn some kangaroo into a superhero.
Oh,
Or a monster.
A new movie.
Yeah.
Godaroo.
There you go. Or Kangzilla, which is better?
Well, Zilla means lizard, so that's why I went Godaroo.
Okay, so you're doing it quite literally.
That's exactly.
Okay. Superoo.
King Kong.
No, not Subaru. What is it?
King Kong.
Okay.
Oh.
In Florida, officials are saying a trailer hauling thousands of onions caught fire on a highway. Crews responding to the scene on Interstate 75 found a pickup truck hauling an open trailer loaded with 6,000 pounds of onions fully engulfed in flames.
Smells delicious.
Driver told firefighters.
It's not a blooming onion, it's a booming onion. How do onions catch on fire?
Oh, I love this joke.
Well, they started when one of the truck's tires blew out, apparently. So that would cause some sparks, I would assume, because the wheel is...
Onions are flammable?
Yeah, don't you cook onions?
They don't burst into flames.
They don't cook themselves.
Well, they will burn
Okay.
if they're around fire.
I
they're
bet
gonna
that
burn.
onion peel, that papery onion, probably
that
does
could be.
get.
I saw the video on this.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's really cool because one of the firefighters makes that volcano thing out of the onion and then he moves it around like a choo-choo train. You know that one? You see that regularly at the... No?
Did he have a giant little boy that he sprayed the pee out of?
Yeah, those are classic. Those are classics.
Just passersby catching shrimps in their mouth as the firefighters.
Open your window, pal. Well, thank you very much, Christy.
Well, I'm not done. I got one more story.
Okay,
Police
go
in Massachusetts are searching for a missing Shrek sculpture. The Hatfield Police Department posted a photo of the 200-pound statue of
Have
the
you seen
famed
it?
ogre and said it was taken from its home on Mountain Road.
Somebody's a fan of unfunny cartoons.
Anyone with them?
No, Shrek rules, dude.
You don't like
Laugh
Shrek?
free. Shrek. Hey, can we, the donkey doesn't have any funny lines. I just have him say them loud.
Anyone with information about its current whereabouts have been asked to contact the department. Once again, this is in Hartfield, Mass.
Christy?
Yes?
At first, I was
Skeptical?
somewhat upset about this. I'm going to show you the sculpture. Look at this. It is very poorly done.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to take a look.
Yeah, it's
kind of... It's too skinny to be an ogre, first of all.
doesn't look like Shrek at all.
No.
It looks like Shrek.
It's Shrek
It's a bad
adjacent.
Shrek.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It's like a Shrek plush doll you win at a
Yeah.
fair so they don't get sued. Like it's just different enough.
yeah.
Oh, look at this. It's Shrek, but the S is a Z.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, he's got thyroid disease of some sort. But it looks like it's made of paper mache. I don't know what this thing is.
Well, it weighs 200 pounds, so
Whoa, it does?
that's what it said in the
Man.
story.
Wow.
You know, ogres are like layers. They're like onions because they have layers. You guys know that?
No.
L-A-I-R? I see what you're doing.
Oh, I see.
Layers.
Oh, no, it's a reference to Shrek, Josh. You wouldn't understand because you're not comfortable with the divine comedy presented within Shrek.
You're right.
So
I don't like it because I didn't understand.
Oh.
So was the Shrek sculpture at just someone's house?
I don't know where it was. It just said on Mountain Road. So
I'm gonna
Take it
guess
from
trailer.
Maybe the guy next door is trying to sell his house. So
Yeah.
he figured, I'm going to get rid of this thing. No one will buy it if they think I've got this guy living next door. Now, give me the teaser, Christy.
yeah, coming up, we have your history lesson. That's what we have coming
I
up.
almost forgot, but we got a quiz right now.
Yeah, what's the quiz?
I'll answer for Chick McGee. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number setting? That'd be 100.
I'm on 100.
A very firm mattress. Thank you.
Dead on impression.
Very helpful. Christy Lee, what's your sleep number bed setting?
40.
Your sleep number is 40. That means that's a softer Less firm mattress.
Perfect.
And the deal on this is the Sleep Number bed is the adjustable bed. They invented it. It's great because they found out that 8 out of 10 couples prefer a different mattress firmness. So now either side of the bed can be reset at the touch of a button, so everybody's happy. She likes it less firm. You like it a little firmer, whatever it is. You're all set with the Sleep Number bed. Partner snoring, Sleep Number has a solution for that too with a Flex Fit Smart Adjustable Base. You can gently raise your partner's head at the touch of a button to alleviate snoring. Get the details on all this cool stuff at the Sleep Number store. You find them by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. Choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Why? Because it'll be your best day every day. That's what you need, and you need proven quality sleep. The Sleep Number bed is like having 40 beds because it is adjustable. You're going to be happy. It's also going to tell you how to be even happier because some of these beds are so smart. They're called smart beds. Right now, you can save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed with special financing available for a brief period of time subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments are required. Details at sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we're going to learn you some history. It's very important. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
This is one that I wrote, and we'd like to play it on your program.
Okay, go ahead, Floyd.
The full moonlight's enough for me to see all the woman in you. Got the wipers on with the heat on your feet. You're about to blow my fuse. I won't put it in park until it gets dark, 'cause baby, you know the rules. I can't get off with the dome light on. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
I'm kindly old-fashioned when it comes to certain things. Never wore a pair of short pants and always ketchup on my onion rings. Some things I can deal with, baby, I don't care if you chew. I even let you take your shoes off, but there's one thing I just won't do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
Yay! I don't believe when you tell me that you're saving up for beauty school. And I don't believe a word you say about meeting that motley crew. And I don't believe when you tell me that you don't believe I'm a fool. But I do believe if that light stays on, the cops will see what we do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the doors, you stupid whore. They're playing that favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
One more time.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
One more time again.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
we're playing now.
All right.
Hey!
Won 11 to 106 in Denver over Golden State, 134 to 117. Top 25 college hoops. Number 3, Houston gets the win over Wichita State. Also winning, number 5, Arizona. Number 9, UCLA beat Washington. Number 12, Gonzaga over Santa Clara. And number 18, St. Mary's beat San Francisco. One upset, UAB over number 19, FAU, 86 to 77. That's a look at your sports headlines. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh, my. Just look at that. What am I going to do?
What's wrong, honey?
Look in the mirror, all that gray. Boy, did it sneak up on me.
No, it didn't.
You mean it's been gray for a long time?
Only all of your life. Sweetie, your brain matter is supposed to be gray. Now close up your cranium and come to bed.
All right, dear. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you.
I totally agree.
Ha, 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 ha. If the top of your head is cushy and gray, hair color is not your problem. Remove that hatchet from your skull. Say hello to your Sarah Bella.
Oh, dear, you've got a little gravy on your blouse from dinner.
Oh, honey, that's not gravy. That's part of my frontal lobe.
Ha, 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 ha.
Just for morons. From Friggamall Industries. Ask for it by name.
What the hell?
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Nick Griffin's our guest. I'm glad that
I'm glad everything's okay now. Yeah.
Now, are you dating at all? Do you see anyone? Are you?
No, I don't. I mean, I tried. You know, they're doing that internet dating, which.
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no story if you do get married with your kids. You know, I was checking the box score and then I double clicked on your mom's head.
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom.
I'll tell you how we're going to do it.
Hey, thanks for joining us here at the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the music room.
Hey, Josh.
Ace Cosby running things.
Hey.
Willie Griswold over there.
Good morning.
I'm Josh Arnold at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. And there's Tom.
Thank you very much, Josh.
You're very welcome.
We have an opportunity here to learn something.
Yeah, what are we learning?
The educational part of our program.
Time now for the educational part of our program, an opportunity for us to learn something. Here's Tom. History.
Well, I can do this in quiz form if you like.
No, thanks.
1863. Oh, this is an easy one, Josh.
Okay.
For the first time, this guy used the pen name Mark Twain.
Samuel Clemens.
Samuel Clemens, who never, by the way, won the Mark Twain Award.
That is a shame, isn't it?
A shocking omission.
Yeah.
Yes. Has anybody named Oscar ever won an Oscar?
A fair question.
We'll find out.
I think someone who portrayed someone named Oscar has.
Probably.
I think.
But Oscar Isaacs is a pretty good actor. Maybe he'll...
very good.
Maybe he'll get it.
I really do like him. He's great.
He is great.
This is kind of a sad story. 1882, P.T. Barnum was sold the huge elephant known as...
I don't know.
Oh, I know this.
Jumbo.
Oh, okay.
In fact, the word jumbo, referring to, say, jumbo shrimp, comes from this great elephant.
Really? How about that?
And yeah, but can you imagine? I mean, it's 1880. Can you imagine seeing an elephant?
Oh my gosh, no!
If you're living in whatever Des Moines,
right?
Because you've obviously most people didn't even have books,
Right.
and they would see this and think, "Oh my God!" But yeah, it's a sad story. As I recall, Jumbo was actually hit by a train.
Oh,
and killed a few years later. But then P.T. Barnum took his skeleton around for a long time.
Yikes.
And then someone stuffed him, and I think the skeleton is still, I think it's still in a museum somewhere.
I've heard of training an elephant, but this is ridiculous.
But I mean, the word jumbo jet, all descends from the huge elephant named Jumbo.
Okay.
Whether or not it was the biggest elephant ever, who knows? Because P.T. Barnum tended to exaggerate. This is sad, but this is something that I think you'll get, Josh.
Okay.
1959, February 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
We know.
February
59.
Josh, we were there.
You've been there.
Oh, yeah, this is the day the music died.
Oh, Buddy Holly.
That's right.
Big
We were
Bopper
there in
and all
that
that.
field.
Yep. J.P. Richardson, the Big Bopper, and the Pilot.
Yeah.
They call it the day the music died,
Wow.
sadly. Don McLean, of course, has that great song about it. And Pat has a very lengthy story about why he and Don don't get along, which we're
Don't like the man.
Okay.
Okay.
1962, JFK banned all trade with Cuba.
Thus signing his own death warrant.
Hey, listen,
Some say.
I know that you are an alumnus of the Fair Play for Cuba Committee.
Hey, on Saturdays, I'll stand at a corner handing out flyers.
Is Josh a fascist or a socialist to you?
It's very hard to
because
tell.
you switch sides every day.
Of course. I wonder if you could get a copy of one of those leaflets he was passing out.
Probably. I bet.
That'd be funny to reprint those and just go to some random town and just start passing out Fair Play for Cuba Committee leaflets.
And Willie, in all honesty, I am a fascist socialist capitalist. It's,
Really?
my brain is, you should hear it.
You guys should get help, but not too much help, and you guys can't move. And as long as you pay money, you guys can come over. 1967.
Something happened on this date. I'm going to give you a hint. This is for you, Christy. The hint is Kiss the Sky.
You got this.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, wow,
Jimi
wow.
Hendrix?
Yes.
Released.
Jimi Hendrix records his Purple Haze. You know what Purple Haze is a reference to?
Marijuana smoke?
No.
That's a good guess. You would think.
Yeah.
'Cause they're-
What is it?
It's a reference to LSD, right? Mm-hmm. Wasn't that the name of some acid out there?
Acid.
I have no idea.
Let's see. Sad news for you, Josh. 2002, the Patriots beat the St. Louis Rams.
Oh,
in the Super Bowl.
That's all right. I was fairly disinterested. Not uninterested. Disinterested.
Sure.
Look it up, people.
No, you were uninterested. Or uninteresting. Because
I'm certainly that.
Yeah, okay.
Time now to learn some interesting things. That would be things we've learned on the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by Hyundai, the Hyundai ION IQ5. That's the ION IQ5. Motor Trend's 2023 SUV of the year.
Wow.
When it comes to award-winning driving, we're thinking of every mile at Hyundai. Pat Godwin is a Costco man, and he's got a song all about it. Fire up your doobies if you've got them, says Tom with his new idea, smoking pot on airlines.
No, it's an airline that has a smoking section, and there's like an electric leaf that lights up when the captain comes over the PA.
That's right. Christy Lee is on vacation next week to adopt a baby. She's buying a new child.
Yeah. Croatia is where I'm going to head.
Good.
They make
Is that a good place?
Yes.
Okay. I've heard it's beautiful.
Handsome children.
Croatia.
Floyd got himself a flat tire on his Peterbilt, and he called to tell us all about it and had some jokes. Derek Jeter claims he wore a gold thong once to bust a slump, and my gosh, if Pat Godwin didn't get a new hit, an instant classic out of it.
Well, thank you.
Just a slump busting thong song.
We'll have to play that for Chick McGee Monday.
Oh, yeah, he'll like
Tom's
that.
new Valentine's Day concept, give your girl a podcast of you talking to you about her.
Along with some Raycon earbuds.
That's right.
He meant that.
That is classic.
Listen to this, baby.
Tom.
It's me interviewing me about you.
Ace Cosby enjoys his steaks well done.
Boo.
Doesn't like a
no red.
Oh,
no red at all.
We got to say happy birthday to George Neeson.
Thank you, George Neeson.
We got to say happy birthday to my sister. Her birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, but she didn't invent the trampoline like George Neeson did.
She sure did.
Oh, Neeson
but
made
she does
great
jump
gymnastics
naked on them. And thank you for that.
Thank you from all of us.
Yeah.
George sadly arrested for peeping Tom. He'd be in the second floor peeper. That's what he did. That's why he invented the trampoline, or not. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.